to roll 20?
Yeah,
Probably.
that should be everybody.
So anyway, Dusty has an appointment. While
You're not gonna make.
I'll make. They don't know what I look like. Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
you guys
I better
left.
start hiding.
You guys left Somar Villa yesterday.
We're like on our way out, I think. I don't know.
Wait, didn't we? No, we didn't. We did not leave last time. We were. Still
But we
there.
have the intention of.
We have the intention of, but I'm just going for like a quick. Like
Yeah.
I'm buying alchemist supplies. That's all I'm doing.
Well, no.
We don't have to roleplay it. Can we just
No,
say I
no.
go and like get it?
So no. Well, that's the thing I was gonna say. Is it's like noon?
That was just my thing. Was like I want to just buy alchemist supplies. We don't have to roleplay that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, are you just getting alchemist supplies?
Well, my
Or are you
other
going
thing was like I also wanted to buy a recipe for a health potion, which is
Jesus.
the whole reason I.
I would like to magic trinket.
fucking
Steal.
fucking mood on that last one.
Magic trinket.
Me want steal magic trink. Me magic trink need.
When you're naturally funny because your life is one big fucking joke.
The
Robert Carpenter story.
We're talking about me. I was like,
This is
Oh my god!
face the whole
I have to
time.
find the greatest picture I've ever seen in my life.
But yeah, no, like basically that, and I wanted to buy a recipe for just a regular health potion. Can I do that?
yeah, you can.
How much gold would that be?
Subtract 100 gold. I think it's 75 for the alchemist supplies, and then 25 for the recipe. You know what? They'll sell you the recipe for 85.
Oh, okay. So
It's. I mean,
because
it's
I made
not,
nice with his wife or something.
No, health potion's a common item. It's not a closely held secret.
Okay.
Alchemist supplies. Oh, you know what? Do it for 75 gold instead.
75 gold in total.
Yes.
The last one's just art I made. Because your boy finally sat down and finished something.
Alright, we are going to get started, Aronies.
Oh, I should probably leave.
Okay, I'm going to have to start stealing gold.
Custom art.
I think I found it.
Oh no, stop that.
Oh no.
Is it called Barb?
You're coming up with that.
I love the Game Grumps photo.
It's just.
I'm gonna fucking breathe!
no, there's gonna be context. There's context.
No, that Danny Arnold. There's sure some stuff.
They did
I love that bit
they did a
with
great
it.
impression of me. No, the animation is
There's,
better.
my only dream is Obama for guest grumps,
Yes!
just so they can get him to actually say those things,
I mean,
and I'll
like,
die happy.
Does he
Ha-ha.
actually watch Game Grumps? I don't think he does.
I don't think he does, but still, Obama for guest grumps.
Here's the
You heard it here on this
Alright,
portion
we
of
are
YouTube,
starting,
kids.
We are starting.
No,
Maybe
no,
not.
We need to talk about this. We want to hear Obama go on to Game Grumps and say, "I'm going to fucking free."
Alright, there we go. We're just gonna mute
So
Jack
remember, if
also.
you're one of
We're
Brandon's
gonna-
students,
we're gonna
You don't have
mute
to
out
mute
and
people
there we go.
anymore.
We're gonna just, there we go. Alright, welcome to the Ilderon Tales. I'm kidding. Let me unmute everybody.
I was gonna say you could just force disconnect people from the Discord
Yeet
now.
it, delete it.
Hi, everybody!
Wait, who are we missing? We're missing nobody. Cool. Other
Everybody.
than Pranene. Sorry about that. I was having like stream difficulties, and it took me a second to get everything up and running. But
Their
welcome.
name's Jackal.
Yeah, welcome to the Ilderon Tales. This is Group C Through the Heart, Saga 3, Episode 1.
episode 2.
Oh yeah, that one. I almost got through all of it.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Execute order
We have
66.
a full party tonight, minus Pranene. I'll be controlling Netra for the evening. And yes, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. Dungeons and Dragons is a role-playing game. It is everything you're going to see is live storytelling. Nothing is scripted. There are rules online that govern how we roll. Otherwise, it is completely up to the imagination as far as what happens tonight. If you
Where are the
are,
dragons?
there is a dragon. One dragon has made it on screen. But anyways, if you're a student watching this and you are young,
It's a little
this is,
late for the warning, to be honest.
This is PG-13 content, so please consult your
This is
parents.
rated R. What are you talking
Wait, so
about?
we
And
So anyway, when do you guys want to get
Awkward
started
shit.
on the orgy?
finally,
Ooh.
we
get spicy.
are playing in a custom setting, which you can see on the map, Ilderon. It is our homebrewed setting. The information about it is in the links in the description in the wiki. All right, so since this is a session, let's go around the table and everybody give your perspective from your character's perspective, what they did last session in a sentence and what they're hoping to do this session. Let's start with the oldest, or the newest member to the oldest. So let's go at Rob, controlling Roman.
So last session, I was both a great boon and the shadiest motherfucker to ever grace this group, apparently.
This is a PG-13 session.
I'm sorry. I should
Wait,
have
we
used
get one F-bomb per...
Well, I spoiled it for everybody.
Fuck, we already used it.
Well, now we're rated R.
Demonetized. Anyways, yeah.
Okay. What's Roman hoping to get done this session?
Prove that I'm trustworthy.
Okay. Next we have JJ controlling Zodra.
Never gonna happen.
His mic's muted. Did I unmute him? I did unmute him. Yeah.
I muted myself by accident.
Okay.
I might have forgotten about half the shit that happened in the last session, so yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Is there anything you want to get done specifically this session, or do you want to answer that later?
I want to meet Makana. That's about it.
Okay. Moving on, we have Jackal controlling Dusty.
Hi. I just don't want to get arrested this session. No reason to be worried about that.
All right, and well, yeah, that's what you want to do this session. Cool, fair. We have Tracy controlling Altus.
Hi.
Good description, and Taylor. Okay.
Lumigrax is not bound by parental guidance, and he will do or say whatever is entailed to his character.
Fair.
Me so much of a intimidator.
And all of that is encapsulated in 5 different tonal grunts. Okay. So, yeah, as you heard from this horrific recap, the party arrived in a town called Somar Villa. It is a rich village outside of the capital of Artaserai, where a bunch of nobles and merchants and well-to-do off Ardorians live just south of the capital. And they they establish their estates outside the city and have most of their business and dealings inside of the city. While in Somar Villa, the party, Lil Harn laid out for the party that they needed allies. They are in Ardor Serai to negotiate a ceasefire between Lil Nagai and Ardor, and they don't have any political capital to get them inside of the door and the magnate's keep. And so in order to do that, they needed to make powerful allies. Some of the richest people in the world live inside of Somar Villa. So they were making a plan of who to contact, who to play politics with, who to ignore, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. While this was going on and they were trying to find a base of operations, Roman and Zodra, who had been tracking the party, had finally caught up to them. They informed the party that they had met, I say with quotation, Iman Solom, and his dying wish was for them to protect Lydia. Zodra, however, was here following information that that Lydia would be able to lead him to her father's contacts. Her father's contacts possibly know ways to get in and out of Isildrad at will. As to who those contacts are, Roman is unsure. Or not Roman, I'm sorry, Zodra is unsure.
Well, I mean, I'm also not sure.
Yeah, fair. Altus and Roman got into a small conflict before things were resolved, and the party accepted Roman and Zodra into their ranks, and they headed into the Kalkin's fortress inside of Somar Villa. There they met a steward of the Kalkin, a man by the name of Lawrence Pellantier. They recounted their story of slipping into and escaping Isildrad to him. In their recount of the events of Isildrad, he revealed he was from the original city, Calcras, that was destroyed, and that the monk who is in charge of the Vanguard, the Overlord's personal forces who keep the peacekeeping forces inside the city, Vanguard Fecho, the one who attacked the party and killed Altus and knocked out Dusty, almost knocked out Celebris, and almost knocked out Icium. Vanguard Fecho was his daughter, and that he was the one who taught her how to fight. And he left Somar Villa, heading back to Alyan, to the quarters inside of New Calcras, basically in hopes of being a part of the force that goes towards or goes into Isildrad to try and liberate it, so he can try and bring his daughter back around to some rational thinking. From there, the party talked a little bit more. Roman revealed he had very high up contacts within the city, and if Roman could connect the party with his contacts, then a lot of what they were doing in Somar Villa would become redundant. And yeah, so the party decided to head into the capital. You guys headed out of Somar Villa, and as you were leaving the city, Geisen pulled Lumagrax aside and indicated things about Roman added up way too well, that he was possibly a plant or somebody meaning to do them harm. It's almost suspicious how God-sent he was to your group. He has wait, I don't know who I'm calling by our full title. Vanguard Fecho, yeah. A pimp name slipped back. I love it. Alright, and yeah, so it is the 26th of Hunter. It is midday. If you guys travel all day on the road, you will get into the capital in the evening at nightfall. I'm assuming that was the plan, and we rolled off screen while you guys were leaving. Dusty went and bought alchemist supplies. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. I actually didn't take the class on Asgard that lets you understand Lumagrax grunts. Could you go into a little bit more depth?
No, we're good.
No. I feel like I tried to do that thing where you just like, yeah, this thing. And like, yeah, that's not what you said. You didn't say.
Alright, so you guys travel all night to the capital.
Look, you say that.
Well, there are certain things I have to roll.
That's what I was waiting for.
Alright, so who's coming to go lock us up?
Who's coming to lock you guys up? Nobody's locking you guys up. You guys are fine.
Well, who's gonna kill us? That's the better
Is it
question.
an ambush?
We getting ambushed?
Are you guys getting ambushed? No. Roman.
Yeah.
You're getting ambushed.
No, I'm seeing the ambush coming.
Yeah.
Why does not simply ambush Roman Drake?
No, you're not being ambushed. So you know this cloak that you once used. The one when you killed Iman Solom, his two guards had those cloaks that kind of move. Well, didn't kind of let you move into the Shadowfell and travel like huge distances in short amounts of time. You're not sure who exactly is after you, but ever so often, as you guys like pass another caravan on the road, or another group, or a tree or statue, signpost or something, you just like look over your shoulder, and you swear you see something like peeping out of a shadow, almost like if the shadow was a pawn, looking at you. And every time you like notice it and you look back at this, they are gone. But you can assume you are being watched and followed for your entire evening on the road.
That's unnerving.
Yeah.
Joy.
You know who did beat your stealth check? Nafano. Or
Fuck
your
that
perception
guy.
check.
Why does he have more dex than Geisen? Or
Yeah.
proficiency in stealth, one of the two.
Well, they rolled a nat 1 on their stealth. I mean, they haven't had to hide from the party. The party can't perceive them.
That's why I'm here. Plot convenient and utterly untrustworthy Roman Drake.
Does Roman say anything while you guys are traveling? And I'll roll into how close you guys are to Ardor. You are going to pick them up. Let's go to Ardor. You are going to pick them up coming into Somar, or Somia, the south section of Ardor. The city gates are, let's see, how far would they be in front of you? Probably about 1,000 feet in the distance, like a fifth of a mile. Wait, is a mile 5,000 yards? No, it's 5,000 feet, yeah.
It's like
5,200.
5,280 feet.
Yeah, so it's about a fifth of a mile in front of you. Do you say anything? You don't have to.
I mean, I don't know. Putting them on edge. I'm in a weird place. Like, I don't want them to be caught unawares. But also, if I'm like, shadow people! I'll be like, that's right. Keep being untrustworthy, you sack of shit.
Well, does he know that Lee said that?
Oh, I do. I do. I do know that Geisen does not trust me. I'll just keep my head on a swivel, but I won't, distress anybody.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. So, moving down the list, they rolled an 18 on stealth. Does anyone else see them?
Doesn't Soldier see them? Don't you have? Oh, no, you have a 10.
I don't have.
I'm just going from the top down.
I
All
don't
right.
know why I thought it was higher.
Yeah, Zodra doesn't. Dusty doesn't. Netra doesn't. Altus doesn't. And Lumbrax. Wow, Lumbrax is killing it in perception. He does not see them, no. Alright. You guys are going to make it to the you guys are going to make it to the southern gates of the city, heading into Somia. As you approach it, Ilderon's going to step up to the town guards here, and they definitely are noticing your group coming, as they are looking at some sort of document, pointing to you. A couple are huddled up on the wall, and a couple of the guards on the grounds that are checking caravans coming in and out of the city have been removed from their job, and they are following a person in steel armor.
I'm a person in steel armor.
I'm not.
Ilderon begins stepping forward, and she is going to say, "This doesn't look good. I'll go talk to them and see what it is." She breaks away from the group.
Should somebody go with her?
I'll
Everybody's
go
moving
with her
towards
because
Okay.
I'll move beside her just so in case. Fucking yeah.
All right. They as she approaches the guards on the road underneath the gate, the man giving the orders to these guards is commanding them to move in certain directions, and he's going to be turning around and say, "My men will take over escorting from here. My men will take over from escorting here. You three take over the other side of the road. If this gets messy, I need a field of battle where my soldiers can fight on." Ilderon is going to come up behind him, and he's definitely noticed her turning to her, and she's going to bow and say, "Ilderon, we are from Ilonagai. We're diplomats, dignitaries. We've come with an offer for the magnate." The guard is going to be the first. Well, no, the man in the armor is going to be the first one to speak up amongst the two. And he's going to say, "I am Isaroth Tazoan, on behalf of the Maphis magnate Ariana Bertolf, through order of High Counselor Tristan Frith, I am placing you under arrest to remain detained in Storm's Nest until the validity of your claims can be investigated." Ilderon's going to look back and say, "Obviously, there's been a misunderstanding. We've only gotten here today." And he's going to say, "Yes, but there are a trail of claims and carnage left by you and your companions, all the way from Doreds to Erothia." And she's going to say, "We're being framed. We haven't done anything since we've been in this country except attempt to go about the tasks that have been given to us." He's going to say, "For the sabotage and arson of the Low-Water Bridge, for the
Hey, I'm back. What I missed?
killing of several McCreed guards and bannermen."
I would like to interrupt you real fast.
All right.
Excuse me, I am basically a third party with no real affiliation to this person, but I am a person that does know how to cast damn it, what's the fucking spell
Zone
called?
of truth.
Yeah, Zone of Truth. If you would allow me to, I will cast it here, now, and it prove that she is, if she is lying or if she's not, right here now.
And he's going to say, whether her words are true or not doesn't mean that saboteurs aren't hiding within your ranks.
I can have them all come over here and be under it.
Oh, don't put me under that like that, boss.
Going to start like centering away. No.
Have you committed any crimes inside of Ardor? I have.
Actually, I have not. I actually have not.
I have. It almost ruined my relationship with Elenay.
I have not actually committed any crimes in Ardor specifically.
Yeah, not in Ardor. In Ardor Serai, you have. But he's going to look it over, and he's going to say, "Look, I've got a battalion of men coming down here. We expected you later this evening. We were going to march to Somar Villa, but you can be escorted civilly, or we can drag you into Storm's Nest." And he'll look at Zodra and say, however, he rolls an Arcana check, and he's going to say, "Magic to discern the truth. I don't know much about it, but it would put my mind at ease."
If I do this now and it comes up, they are telling the truth, saying they were framed for it. Will you not have them be marched off to storm whatever that you just called it?
So he's going to shake his head and say, because Zodra is a foreigner here, yeah. And he's,
I don't know what it is.
He's gonna say, "Outlander, I can't disobey the orders of a High Counselor."
Well, it wouldn't be disobeying. Your orders were to, until whatever the fucking word is, validity of their word is confirmed. I am able to confirm it here. At that point, your orders would be complete. Would they not?
Am I catching all of this?
Yeah, you guys
I
are
was going to
approaching.
say, how much of this do we hear?
You guys are approaching. It's not a stealthy conversation.
I wasn't sure if we were like too far away.
Yeah, if you guys hurry because like Ilderon kind of hustled ahead of you guys because she has a horse.
I have a horse too. That's the only reason I was able to keep up.
So she was or rather, she's kind of went as a vanguard herald of your guys' group. And you guys catching up to her, there seems to be like a complication here. And you know what? Roll me a persuasion check for Zodra.
Okay.
That moment you realize you're not in Roll20.
23.
23. How amenable is this guy? He's gonna look around and Lumberjacks.
Present.
Roll me a history check for free.
I'm debating if I want to escape now or if I want to see how this plays out.
This guy looks familiar to you. He is a fire spawn. He's got scales running along the side of his face. He has some association with your father. You don't remember who he is. He's not a part of your family, though.
Okay. Does he recognize me?
Does he recognize you?
Clearly not.
Are you wearing a helmet?
No.
That will be determined later. So he's going to just like be looking up at Zodra, and he's going to be looking up at Zodra, hesitant for a moment, and say, "That would answer the letter of the law, but I'd still need I'd still need what I can spare of. I'd still need what I can spare of my knights and the town guard watching over you while you're in town.
I'll look to Loharan, like, is that a problem with you or no?
Lil Haran is going to say, I've heard awful things about the Warden of Storm's Nest. That would be very acceptable.
I know the Warden of Storm's Nest. Well, not the current one.
Yeah, nobody knows who the current one is. People die so often in Artisarai. All right. He's going to gesture to Zodra and says, and he's going to say, "Holy man, cast your magic."
I wouldn't call me holy, but sure, I shall. I'll look to Loharan and whoever else is going to be casting. I'm going to be casting this over. Just say, if you resist, I'm not going to be able to vouch that you're lying or not. So please don't resist, and then I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Dusty's like visibly sweating.
All right.
I'm not visibly sweating on the outside.
Does any if you don't step in it, let me know who doesn't step in it. And does anybody try and resist?
I mean, the only one who's aware that we're resisting is the caster, right?
Yeah, I'm the only one aware.
Are you going to sell us out?
Probably not.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll accept.
All right. There we go. Casting Zone of Truth. He's gonna make an Arcana check, like looking down and then inspecting this circle. And then he's gonna look at everybody standing in it, going by each face. And as he's going through these faces, about 8 people are going to come marching up in similar armor. They are all decorated with the red and gold of the Ardorian throne, or the gilded gold across their armor, and what tapestries and other things are tabards are on them are red, signifying them as knights of the throne. That said, when he gets to Lumbergrax, he's going to have a moment where his eyes just kind of go wide, and he goes back, and he's going to say, "Idamuros, boy?"
Who?
Is that a deception check, or do you not remember your father's name?
He's under the Zone of Truth. I don't think he actually can say that.
Yeah. You can't knowingly speak a lie.
Okay. Yes.
He is going to put a hand on your shoulder and just shake his head. Where have you been? Like, he's not going to say that, but like that's it.
Such disappointment.
Yeah.
I will ask the only question that's needed here before he says it. Before the guard says anything. Is anyone of this party responsible for the alleged sabotage and what are the claims that he was saying again? That road and destruction
and murder.
Arson and murder coming into
destruction of government property too.
Yeah, that and destruction of property coming into Artisarai in the past few days.
Nope.
Few days. He's
Well, however long it was like a week or so. I don't know. I'm just saying few days because that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, and he'll add on. And so Dusty says nope.
Well, I mean, like Well, basically, is the question like, are you responsible? No, I'm not responsible.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically asking. Are you responsible for the destruction for however long it was? I wasn't exactly sure what the time frame was. Like me, a person, I'm pretty sure Zodra's aware of it because he walked the same damn path.
And he's going to say, oh, wait. No, are you Are you responsible? Are you associated with? Do you have any affiliation with? Accomplices, a part of the same organization, hirelings?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, god damn it. I have to say yes, don't I?
Do you have to say yes? Who do you know?
I know Kadum. I don't know how
Well,
that
you know him
counts.
doesn't mean you're part of the reason.
Well, do you know any accomplices?
Is he an accomplice?
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I guess I don't know for sure.
You can't knowingly speak a lie. We don't know it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then no. If I can say no, I'm gonna say no.
Alright, his eyes dance between Lethe, Gilcina, Lumagrax, and Altus. Lethe is going to be the first to speak up. And does she have any accomplices that... and she's going to speak up and say, "No, sir, I'm unassociated." Gilcina is going to speak up and say, "I'm from a different world. Never seen any of the people after us. Well, there was that one time in the forest when they all attacked us and tried to kill us, and I saw them then, but otherwise they've been like shadows."
Roman instinctively looks around.
And I'm not responsible for what happened.
We should have.
He
This is
looks at
player,
Altus. Tracy, are
He
you
just
there?
said he was going to the bathroom.
Oh, butts.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if we should skip this part. Do you remember the question, Tracy? He's looking at you. He asked... Oh, go ahead.
I said I don't.
Okay. He asked
Emergency.
if you guys were at all associated, not only responsible, but were you associated? Did you have any accomplices, hirelings, anybody a part of the same organization responsible for the attacks or trying to do ill on Ardor? Or on Ardor Sarai?
No.
You can't knowingly
Can
speak
I-
a lie
Oh,
Yeah,
I can't.
You're in a zone of truth.
That's why you were asked if you were going to attempt to resist it or not.
Yeah. Oh shit, Lord. Shit.
Yeah, if you go to say no, you open your mouth to speak, and then, you know, the word gets caught in your mouth.
Oh shit.
Can I just stay quiet?
Yeah, you can. He's looking at you.
Well, I mean, you need some sort of response. Can you like? tell him
Everybody
about
has said no except for Altus. And so now everybody's just like looking at Altus. And he's gonna say, he's gonna take a step forward to you. This early fire spawn night. And you know, he's looking like a cousin of Altus, or of Lumagrax.
Of all
And
this is...
Yeah. He's gonna say, "I'll ask it again. Do you know anyone, or are you associated with anyone who wishes harm onto this great nation of ours?"
Well, no. Like, think about it.
Altus has mentors and
I'm being
evil
chased
wizards.
by out of character real quick.
Assassin.
Out of character real quick. I can say Nefano. I know him, but I don't know him.
Well, like, well, no, but like, I mean, you know him, but you're not affiliated with him.
Nathano and Altus are basically Gary and Ash from season 1 of
So
Pokemon.
I would just like to throw it out here real quick that you can totally say Nefano.
Yeah, no, like,
That's not
you
a
know
lie.
him. You are
You
not.
know him. You know that he has been doing some shit.
I know
It
that
wouldn't
he's
be a lie
chasing
in the
us
sense
and
that it's
yeah,
obfuscating, but you didn't speak a lie.
because as well he's chasing us into Ardor and he's trying to stop our diplomatic mission.
So yeah, say that.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
I'm
you're
gonna
not in
go with
trouble.
that. I'm going to say like, look, we have an assassin after us. His name is Nefano. I know we're here on a diplomatic mission, and he's tried to stop us a bunch of times. So yeah, like, sorry.
All right, and he's going to he's gonna signal to his soldiers getting closer, like gesture up, and he's gonna take a step back from not being surrounded by this by the party. Oh, Geisen's there too. Geisen would have said no. And
Geisen say he's a hero.
And Lydia.
yeah. And yeah, Lydia. God, you guys have so many NPCs.
So much of the MBFC.
Does Lydia know any of her father's contacts? No, she does not. Yeah, okay, and so, anyways, he's gonna take a step back, looking at Altus, and he's, going to say, and what relations or ties do you have to this Nefano?
Very negative.
He's tried to kill me. And my friends.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Well, there you have
Sir?
it. They aren't responsible.
I stare more
Basically, we know
intensely at
who's
him
responsible
now.
for it, but we're just not the ones causing it.
Yeah,
This time.
looking
Please
at
tell me
you.
you didn't actually say it.
No, still, like, he's still looking at you.
I also want to say
And
that I
he's-
am staring more intensely at him as well.
Yeah, and he's gonna say this. He shakes his head and says, "This doesn't exonerate you. This doesn't exonerate you, nor does it satisfy me whatsoever."
Well, that's fine, because I don't know what that means.
Does that exonerate him? Is that what exonerate means?
Gelsina's going to whisper into your ear and say, "Exoneration is when you were honored, and then you were."
I was never honored, so sir, you don't defend me.
You are not my lawyer.
I want to just walk away, but I'm in the zone of truth.
You
Surrounded by
can,
a bunch of guards.
Why are you leaving?
Well, if that was the deal, they aren't the ones causing it, and that's what you were asking. They're validated.
And
at
yeah,
that point.
he's going to say, "But they still have association and ties to the people behind this."
That's different. Being tried to be having someone trying to kill you does not make you in ties with the people.
Objection! You can't prove anything. I've
Also,
told
shut
you
up,
my-
he's helping you.
If anything, instead of trying to throw him in jail, you should let him go into the city with your guard, as you
With
were saying
protection.
earlier.
We're just here to help Lydia on our quest.
Someone's trying to stop a diplomatic mission.
Are
You
we
want to throw
actually?
them in
Do you
jail
say that
where it's easier
specifically?
to
Because
kill?
like, are we actually doing that? That's not what Dusty's here for.
Well, I mean, you just kind of tagged along. You're just like, I'm not staying in this city by myself.
I mean, that's true, but it's like I don't really care if the mission succeeds or fails. I'm
Well,
just kind of here.
Just don't try to talk.
I'm not saying this. I'm just all out of character.
Just don't
Which is
try to
why
talk.
it's like, well, no, because like actually, I was gonna help you with your thing, which was to do that thing. I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's not. But anyway, we're here on a diplomatic mission that we were bequeathed upon for good. It's a mission we have to complete. Sorry, I was really deep into that. That's not true.
I
Alright,
kind of forgot we were there.
as you guys are like just staring back and forth at this guard, and he seems really unsatisfied, and he's going to say, "Knights of the Magnate at arms." They're all going to pull off their shields, swords, weapons.
But those of us who said no, we're allowed to leave, right? You know, I'm just saying we answered truthfully. We did not.
Nothing technically was a lie.
Yeah, nothing technically was a lie.
A lot of air quotes in groups.
Do you guys want to? There's another person running down the street towards the gate to join this group. He is a tall fellow with armor clanking on him. Do you guys want to do anything before these knights roll initiative at you?
I'm gonna tell them.
Oh, they're rolling initiative. Like,
What do you mean they're rolling initiative? We haven't done anything. We don't even have our weapons out.
I'm innocent. Altus is just gonna put his hands up in the air.
We have done nothing.
Okay, guys, I think this is the second tense conversation I've had today. Hey, I am...
Can I use my
upstanding
ability?
Yeah, listen to the guy who's probably an assassin.
Okay, wait. Let's go one at a time. Rob, finish your statement, and then I'll take your question, Taylor.
I've just been trying to do my level best, and everybody wants to draw a goddamn sword. We're not here to cause problems. So maybe you could all chill. I really want to be like... You know, it's like... Because, like, I don't want to throw down. I really don't.
Roll me a persuasion check on that. And then also, Taylor, what was your question?
Study your enemy.
Study your enemy? Okay. You want to study Isorith? You
Yes.
can? Give me... What 2 traits do you want to know?
Well, it was a 7. Very persuasive.
He's completely convinced that we are not here to hurt anyone.
This is level higher than mine.
Is his level higher than yours? Well, you pick 2 traits, and then I tell you if they're inferior, superior, or equal.
Well, no,
So-
you can also ask, like, is his actual level higher than yours?
That's one
That's one.
level, and what's the second one?
Hit points.
Hit points are going to be higher, and his level is going to be equal.
Okay.
Alright.
That's not good.
And after Roman's checked, he's going to say, you come into our lands as diplomats, and when we give you the rule of law, you refuse to obey it. He's going to say,
what
I
rule of law? Question: what rule of law has been applied? Because I don't see it.
Do you?
Disobeying his order is, and he's going to say this, disobeying the orders given to me is disobeying the magnate herself. And these...
Now hold on a second.
Knights
You said that the order was to validate they had nothing to do with it. You
was
validated
to take
that
them
they've
to
been framed.
Storm's Nest until it can be...
And wait till they were validated. I then just now validated their story. Your orders are complete.
And he's going to say, and it is not sufficient.
So
What
you're
would be
going to
the
say,
sufficient?
Working for
so you're going to tell me that it's not sufficient. That's a holy man putting them under the zone of truth. That none of them has lied or resisted, telling you the exact truth, telling you the name of the person that's they're committing that's trying to kill them. The person that's also sabotaging them isn't sufficient. If the truth isn't sufficient to you, then what would be?
And he is going to say, this Nefano that's associated with you. He's
not associated.
Not associated. He's tried to kill them. They told you that.
is associated because Altus
Is not. That's bullshit.
is the same level of mentor as him. Or mentoree as him.
That doesn't mean he's associated with him.
No, I don't think you understand what associated means.
No, it's actually exactly what it means.
Yeah, no. Pretty like on the dot.
Like,
No,
he's
like, actually,
like
it's
the
right,
association isn't a positive one, but it's an association.
yeah, like if you're in the car with somebody else committing a crime, just because
But like he's not in this said car.
He's all right. So this is why you guys are going to jail, because he is explaining exactly like what's going on here. It's just like you guys know the criminal. You guys have exact details on the criminal. Altus is in some means affiliated with this criminal. As to what that affiliation is or any deeper like dive, guilt has
Can
not
we drug
been,
bomb?
Yeah, guilt has not been written off the table right now.
I have no guilt. I'm a sociopath.
You guys aren't offering him any information to quell his uneasiness. Right now, hold on, JJ, let me turn this around. Right now, would you feel comfortable letting Altus into your city?
Yes.
No.
Like, I know this guy's trying to kill me.
I want that to be the quoted moment of tonight's session. Altus is trustworthy.
But I'm not.
Just for the fact that...
No. In a zone of truth, he just said, I know this guy's trying to kill me. You know, if anything, he should be brought under, like, protective custody.
Yeah, what is our city of savages?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you're saying that, like, there's an association, which is right, but you're then saying that we don't know what the association is, but he was told that he's trying to kill Altus. And that he's also the one that's been doing the sabotaging and framing them. The association
If anything, we just told you who was, like, responsible.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Good session.
What do you mean, why?
Dusty, drug bomb! We'll run!
Like, no, I'm just saying, like, you guys told him all of that, and he's like, okay, I want to know more, and you're like, no,
Oh, no,
that's not what
more.
You,
no.
That's not what he said.
We're backtracking. That is not what you said.
That is not
Told his guard to go to arms. Right after that, there was no.
They were rolling initiative. There was no, hey, may I have some breadcrumbs, please, sir? May I have some more?
So,
no, that is not what you did.
So, what I'm informing you right now is he told you that evidence doesn't feel sufficient to him. Nothing else was offered up, and
like, there's nothing else to offer.
How hard would it be to run right now?
I mean,
you're
a dwarf. They're people.
You can run.
I'm a Dusty.
You can run out of the city if you want to.
I can't run out of the city. We gotta run into the city.
You can run into the city if you want.
I mean, I guess we could sneak into the city. The problem with running, like, normally I'm down for running, but the problem with running is now we're basically saying we're guilty.
Altus can't do prison again.
So he's not an investigator. It's not his job to clear every inch of your guys' crime. He doesn't feel comfortable letting you guys go into the city, and he's going to extend. Go ahead.
How about instead of arresting us, escorting us towards the capital, to the people that we can talk to?
Well, is that what Lumbergrax is saying?
Yeah.
Is that the suggestion?
And instead of putting us in handcuffs and taking us to prison, how about just escorting the diplomats to where they're supposed to go?
So, these knights, in assistance with the town guard, are moving around your party. Some have maniples, some have their weapons drawn. Is Lumbergrax saying that?
Yes.
Okay. As you go to say that, I mentioned there was another person running up to this group. This person is going to this person's going to arrive out of breath and be huffing, almost interrupting this scene. And he's going to say, I'm sorry. And he's gonna salute, and he's gonna say, Sir Tazorin, I wish I could have gotten here sooner, but by High Counselor Tristan's orders, the diplomats are to be escorted to the keep to talk with him directly. There's been incidents happening at the castle Zenith Rise all day. Questions of validity around the initial orders to arrest them. Isorif is going to say, what is this tomfoolery? And he's going to gesture a document forward and say, from High Counselor Manfrith himself. Isorif is going to look at the document, read it over once, read it over twice, and then he's going to he'll inspect it, and he's going to hand it back to the guardsman and say, all right. He looks at the party, and he's going to call his knights back and say they walk free inside the capital for now. And he looks to the guardsman and says, "But I'll be giving my order to Captain, or I'll be giving my report to Captain Tatum." Looks to Altus, Zodra, and Ilderon, and gestures at his eyes to each of them.
What, do you need glasses or something?
I do the John Cena hand wave.
I don't understand the gesture. I'm like, do you need glasses? Do you have something in your eye?
And he's going to say, no. The town guard captains will be watching you.
Why?
Probably because he doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
Almost definitely because they don't trust us.
Yeah, and he's going to start walking through the gate with his 8 knights. The guards that were surrounding you guys are going to go back to checking caravans and other people coming in and out of the city.
Does that mean I can keep my drugs? No.
The large man standing in front of you is going to he's going to be he's got a head guard on, and he is also dressed in similar armor as to the knights that are walking away, and he's going to say, sorry about the mix-up at the gate. I would have been here sooner, but you know, the military's down on supplies. They didn't have a horse for me, and I ran from Zenith Rise all the way here. I'm just glad you're all still alive.
Is that far?
Come on. Look, I get it. You're a nation of heroes, but I'd have taken at least 4 of them.
And he's going to laugh, slapping your back, and say, that's good, that's good, that's good. Are you a knight where you come from?
Something like that.
Kind of?
No, we're really good at what we do.
No, I mean, like,
Actually,
I'm like a weird Sun Yith initiate and a blue contractor. Like, I'm like the Agility equivalent.
I helped lead a rebellion.
And he is going to say, well, the dignitaries and diplomats of your group can stay within Zenith Rise. He points to the stretching castle out of the center of the city with the 4 large towers coming off of it. In the middle there is a even larger tower with scaffolding around it that's being rebuilt.
With how rude that guard was, I'd hope there's...
And he's going to say, your entourage, though, can stay in the palace concourse. Looking at Ilderon. Ilderon is going to say, well, it's 2 of us that will be acting as diplomats. Lydia negotiates on behalf of the Sun Yith, and I on Ilil Nagai, are on behalf of the Sky Queen. And he's going to nod and say, do you want to get your companion someplace to stay for the night?
Are we not all staying at the Zenith Rise place?
Well, he
I
said that
don't
the
really
diplomats
want
and
to
the dignitaries stay
What
like
is the
inside,
far?
and then
Just not. I'm not. Just. I don't want to apply anything, but what is the farthest place from the guardhouse?
The furthest place from the guardhouse, he's gonna say.
To the Captain office.
City proper got hit pretty. Yeah, he's gonna say the city proper got hit pretty hard. It's been almost a ghost town over there because of the ghosts. The ghosts.
Okay.
this
How
guy.
about also let's add not ghost infected as well.
And he's
Well-
gonna say it's not ghost infected. The sages of Shaper's Retreat and the town guard have been doing well to clear it out. It's mostly fine.
Visibly looking up at the giant hole in the sky.
Yeah, it's like
Not a
it's
hole,
like
it's
a
just
dark.
a swarm.
Yeah, it's a dark storm cloud tonight because it's nighttime. It's hard to see the full effect of the ghost storm, which is why I didn't point it out. It just looks like an ominous omen on the
You look an omen.
sky. Thank you. Hopefully a good one.
Real quick, I just want to say that I love that the moment that I tuned in, Brandon said, "Let me tell you why you're going to jail."
No, the party successfully did not talk their way out of that.
No, I was gonna fight my way out of it.
I mean, I was ready to throw down the bomb. I was ready to throw it down.
I was 100% waiting.
Because, I don't want
Sword.
to. I'm just saying it would have complicated things. I'm not saying I wouldn't have done it if I didn't see another way out.
So anyways,
For
we
sure.
need to find a place to stay for the
Brandon,
non.
you still need me for tonight.
Yes. Well, I
Okay.
mean, if you're available. If not, I saw your message. So
Yeah.
enjoy your
The-
event, man.
Yeah, the event's already over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully soon. And I can continue our agreement of messaging you before it becomes relevant.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna get back to work, and when you
Yeah,
message
you're-
me...
Okay, you're welcome to stick around too. All right. So, Rob, you were saying you guys were going to look for a place to stay?
It's like, so we need to find a place to stay for the non-Lydias and the little Harans of the.
Calcan office?
What about guards? Points at Geisen and then points at our trusty guide friend. You know, he's kind of her protector.
And he's going to look and say, he'll be welcome to be a part of any diplomatic negotiations she's summoned for. And,
Yeah, but like living arrangements. You know, a guard's not very handy if they're not nearby.
he's going to just like let out a huge sign like, look, I'll try and make whatever negotiations I can for him, but again, I'm just following the orders that were given to me.
Fair enough.
Sounds like an inn is where we're going.
Trying to think of places that I have stayed in this town, and then realized, no, Group B didn't live in inns. I fought in one.
He's going to speak up and say, on the Palace Concourse, there's a nice brothel.
Well, that's a bold.
I didn't hear it about these
and
things.
you
That's
know, honestly, outside of the,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I don't know how anybody feels about that, but given its location, that might be advantageous.
I'm okay with the brothel.
I'm gonna sleep on some titties. All right.
Would you know what a brothel is, you fucking
Right?
been here 3 weeks ass looking motherfucker?
You think that this street urchin wouldn't have found a
oh,
brothel
Galcena's
somewhere in
innocent eyes.
Gothamsdale?
Listen, like, people look for happiness. At least for the first month or so, there would have at least been one that existed.
I don't think a brothel
the
pops up
suggestion
in
of
Crystal
the
Thread.
suggestion of a brothel is gonna make me be like, looks at Galcena, looks like around. You know what? We'll just have to live with this one. She has to learn.
I mean, he can look down and see it. I mean, it's not like it's anything new.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, I can look up and I'll see it too.
All right, let's see. I didn't ever roll Gelsina's sexuality die. All right.
We're gonna learn, I guess.
You know what? Tonight she's finding out.
Yeah, here we go. Well, I'm just rolling it for myself, so I have it. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Surprisingly fucking normal.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Well, nothing is terrible.
God, straight people, am I right?
Fucking the worst.
Ah,
He says, as a straight man.
Same, as a straight man.
All right. Anyways,
Wait, is this the group 3 brothel?
Yes, this is the Lucky Lass.
Cool.
And I think Lumbergrass has been here before. Way back in Group 1, right before you
Am
guys
I
went
still out of the zone of truth?
No, you're not.
I dropped that as soon as they said at arms. I was like, fuck that noise. Concentration is not going to be held on this. There's something more important.
All right. As you guys are approaching this place, the guard is going to speak up, and let's see. I'm trying to remember this lady's name. Crowdie. Yep, that's her name.
Oh, Crowdie.
Yeah.
That sweet, sexy tiefling bitch.
Yeah, the guard is going to say, oh, there's a courtesan here. You, while you stay, you have to try one of our Ardor Sarai's finest imports.
That women? What is that?
And he's going to say her name's Crowdie from Low Lake, or from Undar. To die for.
Why do I feel like that was very specific wording?
And I think Gelsina's gonna just like look around and say, I've seen people die for things before. She shrugs and says, big deal. And Lathy's gonna whisper and say, courtesan's a prostitute.
To die for is an
still
expression of speech.
I don't think she knows.
There's so many layers here. Because it's like, it's a prostitute. What's a prostitute? She has sex for money. What's sex?
It's how mommy and daddies make babies.
Yeah.
Baby
What's a mommy or a dad?
This is what a baby factory looks like.
And like Gelsina's sitting there trying to sound out like prostitute. Like, what's that sound like? And a little Harn's just gonna put her hand on her hand and just, just like shake her head like no. And yeah, then she's going to like look towards like the party and it's like, yeah, it's not worth thinking about now because I know, but and she shrugs. You guys are going to get outside of the Lucky Lass. It's on the Palace concourse. It is a large building with a it's a meticulated building because I remember that word. The entranceway goes. The second floor of the building is built over the entranceway and over the street. It is a large wooden affair, but it is made of like nice cedars and oh god, there's another log this place was made of. Anyways, you're gonna step in this place, and there's just going to be a pleasant aroma just from the what this place was built out of, plus the incense burning inside. And let's go to happy music.
It's like, oh god, what does that smell? Oh, yeah. It's fucking way too sweet. Yeah.
Here we go. even at this late hour in the evening, this place is going to be populated. Looking around from the entrance room to your right, there is a large gambling den with lots of plush cushions put on the floor as seats that people are sitting with folded legs at. There are small, or rather, there are large circular tables also meant for kneeling or sitting or reclining people. At each of these tables, there is a courtesan, either male or female, leading the gambling affairs happening at each table. There are noblemen, bannermen, and merchants, all alike, here throwing away money at these tables with stacks of sea coins, rubies, gold pieces, any currency you can think about is being traded here.
How much can I swipe?
How much can you swipe? Nothing from over here. The matron of this place is going to begin approaching the entranceway that, or rather the entrance room that you all are standing in. You see a woman in long flowing green robes that, for a matron, reveal much more than you would expect from her. She does look older, and she has her arms, she has the hands of her arms tucked into the sleeve of the other arm of her shirt, or of her garment, as she approaches you. Aloharan's going to be the first to speak up and say, I'll leave making accommodations to each of you. There's a vault within this city. If it's out of our price range, I've got 500 additional sea coins I can put towards our travel accommodations.
I was about to say, wait, you're gonna buy us hookers?
And she's going to look at Dusty and say, specifically not for the purchasing of, courtesans. And she's going to look at Lydia and say, shall we? The guard nods and begins stepping out. Geisen is going to grab the guard's wrist and say, she doesn't go anywhere without my supervision. The man's going to pull his gauntlet free and say, fine, come along. I already told you I'd try and get you accommodations. Geisen nods to the party and follows behind them as they leave.
Much confliction right now.
Like, we really shouldn't, but we're going to. We are going to corrupt this poor girl.
Well, no, it's more like I know that we're being followed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving the important NPCs with only a guy. I'll get the other guy in. I'm gonna go with them, guys.
I'm gonna see what all these courtesan things are about. I've actually never. Yeah. I'm gonna go see what these courtesans are about.
Okay.
Real sheepishly.
I'm going to go expect the courtesans.
Basically.
Best
I'm
word.
so drunk.
Yeah, Tayek is going to walk up to the party, and she's going to. How many of them are you? Gelsina Lathy, Lumagrax, Altus Netra, and
A lot.
Zodra, and Dusty. 7 of you.
Probably Roman too, because he's still gonna need a place to sleep.
Nah.
All right.
So 8 of us.
Or I can deal with that on my own. I'm a big boy. I have money.
7 of us.
Take is going to walk up to each of you, and she's gonna roll a history check of has she seen any of your faces before.
No.
She does not recognize Lumagrax as the only person who's visited this place before. And she's going to bow and say, "Welcome to the Lucky Lass. Will all of you be staying for the evening?"
Possibly.
she is going to nod and say, and will you be needing separate accommodations or sharing accommodations?
I don't mind sharing with Altus.
I would like to separate from them.
Okay, so 2 rooms, and
Well, I
she's
guess I can't buy Zodra any courtesans.
I have money.
and she's going to look.
It'd be like 3.
Yeah, so far it's 3 because she's going to look at Gil Cena and actually Lethe is not a girl. Lethe is a elven woman.
Oh yeah, no. Ooh.
And she's,
How do
going
we
to-
explain this?
Yeah, and she's going to gesture to Lethe, and she's gonna bow and say, "And for your grace, would you prefer a room of your own?" Lethe is going to look around to me, as she points to herself, and Taya is gonna like look a little uncomfortable at that gesture. And it's like, "Yes, your grace, is there a room you would like?" And she's gonna nod and say, I'll take a room to myself.
I'll pay for it.
All right, and she's
We are going to explain.
and yeah, and she's going to say, "I'll have 4 rooms prepared for you, for your stay for the evening. Please." Until then, she gestures to the gambling hall and says, "Feel free to luxuriate." And she's going to start walking upstairs. Because this is the type of classy place where you don't ask for a bill. And you don't ask for how much.
Bitch, I'm gonna ask for how much.
I don't care how much. I heard gambling, and I also heard Silent Spell Mass Suggestion by my sack packs.
You
No.
Okay.
Let's not do that. All right,
Before
let me.
the spell, how is Zodra asking how much? Is that just what he says? Is how much?
Yeah, as she's walking away, like, I didn't get a price here.
And she's gonna say, for the patrons who choose to stay with us, price is irrelevant. The experience is what matters.
So it's free?
She's going to
2
roll
guards
her
come up
eye
behind Zodra.
and say,
It's time to leave.
It's 4 gold a night, and 3 gold for food. And
Thank you.
Yeah, 3 gold for food and water or wine.
I did hear gambling. Am I allowed to gamble? We were RP gamble?
Yeah. And
Well, mostly I'm wondering because it's like, how much can I think I actually? I can cheat at cards. I don't have to.
yeah.
Just
You're
throw it off
gonna
the
try and
table.
swipe it.
Yeah.
I give
when you,
55 gold to Dusty.
You guys step in and sit down at one of these floor tables, and once you do, Courtesan is going to. Well, since it's mostly. Well, there is a mix of you guys. So, as you guys sit down, 2 courtesans are going to come over with a candle. One is a very charming man. He's got a robe on, but it's completely open, and and it is tied around his waist. Or rather, he's got a garment around his waist.
Can I smack him on the butt and take him as mine?
I was about to say, it's all yours.
And there is also going to be another woman that comes over to your table, and she has got red hair, and she is also wearing a similar garment. And they both have a candle in their hand and a deck of playing cards, and they're going to say, in unison, "My lords, which of us would you prefer to entertain you for this evening?"
No, so wait, Altus, are you sitting with me or?
Yeah, I mean, I gave you the gold, but I'm just gonna say, my vote's still on Husbando boy. How thick is he?
How thick is he?
I want to roll. I want to
Husbando's
check the thickness.
I could actually just roll it up at random, but this is a character that exists, so I'm pulling up his description right now.
I mean, Hispano looks good, but honestly, I'm like looking at the tits.
With the money we'll have after these games, we can get all the tits we want. Let me. I can't do anything with tits, Dusty.
I mean, hey, if you wanted some alone time, like...
I'm
You know
around
what,
like-
fine, we'll go with the husbando.
Yeah. His name is. Well, you guys don't know his
Thank
name.
you for not bringing up my micro penis in front of the strangers.
Good luck with your
Do you
micro.
actually whisper that? Roll me a stealth.
I do whisper that to him.
Make a stealth check.
Alright, give me a stealth check on that. And he is sufficiently thick, but he's actually more muscular.
Yeah.
So as you whisper that, both of them are going to have taken notice you whispering that, but they're both very professional and stand up.
Oh, thank God.
Listen,
just,
I'm
they're not gonna make
sure-
fun of you.
I'm sure they're used to it.
After hearing this conversation, I'm gonna go grab like 3 drinks and down them all.
All right. So yeah, you guys want the husbando to entertain you. He's going to bow, and the woman is going to say, "If my services are needed, just beckon for me." And she's going to go continue walking through and just checking on other patrons. He sits down and he tilts his candle to the candle in the center of the table, lighting it. And then placing his nearest him, he places the playing cards on the table, and he's going to say, "My lords, my ladies, my name is Rictus." And he's
Rictus.
and he's going to begin dealing out and say, "I'm trained in games all the way from Beechwood Retreat to Queen's Ride and Red Axe. If you know it, I know how to play it." And he's going to start dealing out the cards. And we'll come back to you guys inside the tavern. Or inside the brothel. Roman.
Hello.
You head off following this guy and... Geisen and Lydia and Lil Harin.
That's what I did.
All right. He leads them down the palace concourse as you catch up with him. And he takes them, and by the time you're joining him, he turns south onto a road leading towards Maiden's Watch. And if you don't say anything, Lil Harin is going to be the first one to speak up.
Well, I was gonna say, do I think is this sketchy at all?
Yeah, you guys are walking, now the castle's to your left, it looms over you.
I was like, I know enough about Ardorian the Ardor City geography to know if maybe we're getting led into a trap.
And he is going to say, "No, a trap? The diplomats stay in an estate just south of the castle, attached to the wall. It's in Maiden's Watch."
Where's Maiden's Watch relative to everything?
There's an overlap of Maiden's Watch, and so you guys are basically right there where I. Well, I should probably put a different green line because. Yeah, let's do it in red. You guys are right there, headed south. There's an overlap of Maiden's Watch into the Palace District. Does Roman know there's a secret passage?
I do! I do know there's a secret passage! We took it to get into the castle!
You do. Okay. You are entitled to a free history check. Or you can roll an insight check.
I'm gonna go with the insight check, because I'm better at that.
Okay. Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
You know, I will still go with it. That's a 10, and that's not ideal, but, and I rolled that as a history check, it'd just be a 2.
Yeah, thinking on this guy's words of just okay, you can, Like, you're remembering when you were doing all the time in the city, there were a bunch of underpassages from Maiden's Watch into the castle. Like, I don't know. Probably.
Well, no. Well, that's the thing. No, I distinctly recall that a nice halfling fellow led us into the servant quarters, and that was not super okay. But we had to do it. Lives were at stake, damn it! So, I mean, if he's taking us to, like, that's sketchy.
Yeah, do you voice your concern?
Yeah, so it's like, so why can't we just go through, like, the front door?
He's, gonna say, Counselor Frith, was very specific in his, orders. There's a lot of suspicion, and a lot of distrust surrounding you and your companions.
Okay, but why can't we go through the front door then? Doesn't it seem a lot sketchier to go through the, like a back entrance that probably shouldn't exist?
And he's going to chuckle and say, yeah, it does, but it's not actually a back entrance. It's actually an entire estate over here.
I do not know how to truly voice the fact I do not want the Predator to take me to a second location.
Yeah, So as you're having this conversation, Geisen's like looking back at you and then him. Geisen's starting to feel uncomfortable at this too. And he's going to say, could I see those orders from Councilman Frith?
I'm pretty sure it's Philanth.
It's one of the two. I think it's
I think you're getting Joseph's nickname. No, Joseph's name mixed up with Tristan's last name.
I am. Well, that would be even more suspect. All right, let's see. Tristan. I just remember looking at Tristan's name, and it wasn't who I thought it was. Hi, Counselor. No, it is Philanth. You're right, Philanth. All right. So yeah. He's going to pull out the scroll, and Geisen is going to begin reading over it. And his nose is going to be dug into it as he's following behind this guy. He takes you on a road that leads eastward. The castle is still to your left.
Have we been going in like a circle? Or is it just that it's to our left?
Yeah, so here we go. I'll draw this in purple. The capital is basically north of you. So you were and it just gave me a green line. You were walking straight down the palace concourse. He brought you south, and now he's leading you in that direction.
Okay, so we went south towards Maiden Watch and then turned.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like parallel with the castle. Does this guy have any identifying marks on him?
He's in armor from head to toe. He's got the gilded gold armor of the magnate with, the red tabard of the Ardorian falcon on it.
So nothing like, no other like baubles, trinkets.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask him.
Dating sigil. I mean, so what chantry do you belong to?
And he is going to say, Harmony. Always was a good favor in that one. And he shrugs and says, "Oh, I was never too religious, though, myself. That's why you picked the sleeping god. He doesn't ask you to do too much."
That is super suspicious.
I was about to say, that feels suspicious. Can I...
Go ahead. It's like...
I mean,
the
that could be...
religion check.
Oh my god, another 2.
Ardorians aren't that religious. Some of them are. I mean, it's all about...
I hate these rolls. Because it's just like, he's sketchy. But luck demands that I be dumb.
No, luck doesn't demand you be dumb. You have insight into him being sketchy. You just can't pick out what it is. Like, it isn't, oh, I rolled a 10, I trust him. It's just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it makes sense, you know. You don't have to get demanded of too much. As a fan of unity. Me is basically the ocean.
He snapped and says, yeah, the water goddess. You know, and he points. Actually, you guys can kind of see it as you're coming down this road in between buildings and streets. Just the tops of the Chantry of Unity in the water. And he's gonna say, you know, she preaches down there 10th day. Seen her quite a few times myself.
Friend of mine had a run-in with her once. So I was told. We hadn't met yet. Also, it throws me off. Also, it's like, it really throws me off that he had to like snap his fingers and be like, yeah, that one. Does his armor fit well?
You can roll me an investigation check. Just from your perception. I mean, yeah, just from your perception, it doesn't look like it. But I mean, he also could have like not fastened it on properly, just because he was in such a rush to get to you guys. And he's going to lead you guys to a large house that is just underneath the walls of the Palace District. It's just attached to the Palace of Zenith Rise. And he's going to say this is the Manaean Manor. Their noble family donated it to the Magnate to house dignitaries. And he's going to knock on the door. And
I'm gonna like lean in, or if a little hard's gonna say something.
Go ahead.
I was gonna see if she's gonna say something, I'll let her talk.
Aloharn's gonna say there are no lights on here. Shouldn't there be guards?
We need to go.
Yeah, and at that moment, the door is going to open, and there's going to be a very, very large, muscular person here, who his skin is almost pale gray, as there is no life inside of this body.
Oh my god! This is so exciting!
Not the reaction I was expecting, but okay.
As Lil Haran turns to run, the knight that is with you is going to make a grapple check at her as and she's going to be grappled, not beating at that athletics check. And he's going to...
Well, I guess I'm rolling initiative and taking the nugs out.
All right. So let's see. We'll go to battle music. All right. This battle music isn't high action enough. Give me something actiony. There we go. No? Not gonna play? That's fine.
Should I roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and give me initiative.
Woo! It's a high roll for once! Thank the Lord!
Alright, we'll do this as cinematic combat. Just because there is not a lot of space for you guys here. If you need me to draw a battle grid, I will.
I just need the Night Guy I don't trust has a little hard and grapple.
Yes, there is.
And then the thrall came out of that door. Yeah. So then, can I put myself between him and the thrall?
No. Let's see. I will actually draw this out.
Okay.
Because that's going to make this a lot easier. Alright, I don't think I've prepared you guys' grid yet. Alright. I didn't expect combat tonight. I expected you guys to let this happen. But no! My name's Roman. I have to be the solution to Group C's problems because I love them and they're my new friends!
You know, I could just quit.
No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Delete that, and let's change the background of this map.
Nothing better happened to a little Helen, Brandon.
Nothing better happened to her?
Yeah, I can't let her die, then I can't steal her from Grax. I mean, make sure that they have happily ever after.
Alright. Oh, I forgot. Geisen has a character card. Alright, so you guys don't have a Celebrus Vega anymore. Lathe...
Nah, fuck that guy. He sicked the cops on us.
Yeah. Lathe is still alive, but she's not in this combat. Delete that. Netra is not in this combat. Thank God. Dusty's not in this combat. Gilcena's not in this combat. Altus isn't in this combat. Lydia is. Geisen is. And a little Haran is. Alright, Lumagrax. And Roman Drake. And let's say you represent R. Roman Drake. There we go. And show nameplate. You should have the ability to control that character I just pulled there. And let's... I don't think I have tokens for these guys yet. So I'll just use the Death Knight thing because he's fully armored. I've got a zombie token, I know. This isn't what the zombie looks like, but we're just gonna use it because that's good. And I need one more. Cool. Alright. And we'll send that guy to the GM layer. Cool. Alright, so, two people have, alright. And we need the draw tool. Alright, so you are on the intro. That's not what I wanted at all. Please and thank you. Give me the shape tool! Alright, there we go. You guys are on the entranceway to a manor. Inside there is, and we'll make this like this. This is a solid wall. And this is also a solid wall. These are steps. The steps are difficult terrain. The party is 5 feet off of the ground. There are banisters on about every 5 feet, or not banisters, pillars about every 5 feet here on this porch, and I probably, yeah, that's close enough. They will act as partial cover for anyone hiding behind them from range. And you know what? We're going to put a happy little chair over here.
Just one happy little chair.
Yeah.
Let's give that chair a friend. Have a happy little table as well.
Why is it happy?
Well,
because it's just existing. It's being there. You know, you don't need a reason to be happy. Bob
yeah,
Ross.
there are people
Essence is pain.
potentially around to sit on it. All right, there you go. And that's what we'll draw for now. Okay, so initiative. Did Roman roll initiative already?
I rolled a 20.
You rolled a 20. Good heebie-jeebie.
It'll be the only good roll I have tonight.
No, that's really, really solid, considering what these other people rolled.
If it means I get to throw my body between the Thrall and Lydia, I've done everything that Iman asked of me. I will pay 1,500 life points, and I will use my body as a shield.
Alright, turn order. Alright, well, we're not going to use turn order, because I don't want to go through and do all of that stuff, and there's not a bunch of people I have to keep up with. Alright, we got Roman at 20. Mystery Man 1 rolled a 12.
Okay.
Roman rolled a 20 already. The zombie rolled a 1.
Rip zombie.
Yeah. 9. Oh, okay, that's Geisen's. Geisen rolled a 9 plus, I believe he's got 2.
An 11.
Yeah. So 11, 12. That's going to become a 17. Roman still wins with a 20. That's a 1, and I've got 2 more to roll. A Little Haran is going to roll an 18 plus 1. She becomes a 19.
I was very disappointed at the prospect that a little Haran might have beat me.
Yeah, and then Lydia rolls a 15 plus whatever her dexterity modifier is. She's part of the Sunya. And order 42. Come on, order 47. There we go. Alright, Lydia Solemn
Execute order 66.
has plus 0. She's at 15. Alright.
So I won initiative.
Yes, you have.
My god. You fools. Cool. Can I put myself between Lydia and the Thrall?
Yes, you can. And Geisen is at a 12. Or no, he was the 9. That became 11.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put myself between her and the Thrall.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at dude in the armor and be like, I'd consider letting her go, and then I'm gonna punch him.
I'd consider punches. Alright, roll me an
A 12
attack.
probably missed.
Yes, 12 is going to miss.
What about a 25?
25 is going to hit. Roll damage.
6 bludgeoning, 20 lightning.
Woo! Alright, that is going to hurt. Shocking the mess off of this guy. And I'm gonna roll you a percentage die on that. Cool. Alright, so...
And then...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take the dodge action as a bonus action by spending a key point.
Alright. It is a Lil Haran's turn at 19. A Lil Haran is grappled. She is going to let me pull out her character sheet so I don't have to do this over and over and over and over and over and over again. Ilderon is going to take and that would be cool. I pull it out and then it doesn't load. Cool. She's just got to roll an athletics check. She rolls an athletics check. She does not have advantage on it. 15. That is contested by Mystery Man number 1, who rolls a 15 with no modifier. He is going to keep her grappled. That's her turn. It is Alnic's turn. There is going to you're going to hear footsteps. And let's go to the GM layer. Move this to the token layer. You're going to hear footsteps on the roof of this porch before somebody swings down and drops in between the pillars and then onto the ground and rolls. Stands up and has a sword drawn, ready to stab forward. Looks the scene over, and a man with long red hair is going to use a bonus action and roll a history check and look and say, Roman? And then he's going to point the sword at Ilderon, and he readies in action and says, surrender or she dies. That is his readied action. That is his turn. Roman recognizes Alnak as he's not disguised. This is the assassin that kidnapped Brock Brooks.
Can I just say that? Do I have to wait till my turn?
Well, you know that. Yeah, you act on your turn. It's Lydia's turn. Lydia doesn't gamble other people's lives. She is going to look at all of this, the undead, the guy with Ilderon grappled, the sword ready to be thrust through her, and she is going to put down her staff and raise her hands and say, if you're after me, then I surrender. Let them go. And that's her turn.
Leah, shut up.
Yeah, it's Dove's turn. Dove readies in action, moving a hand to Ilderon's neck, looking at Roman. Yeah, it's Geisen's turn. Geisen rolls a morality die. He is a fighter in a church of life and he doesn't really care about Ilderon's life versus Lydia's. I didn't establish the parameters. Closer to 100% he fights. Closer to 1% he drops, he surrenders. 51%.
That's closer to 100.
Geisen's going to ready an action and say, you spill her blood, and there's going to be a lot of death on this porch tonight. He readies the attack action. If Alnick stabs Ilderon, Geisen is going to take the attack action. Which does that trigger Alnick's action of if the party doesn't surrender, he stabs Ilderon. Alright, the final decision's gonna be on Roman's shoulders, because Roman is part of the party. Oh, wait, no, it's the zombie! The zombie's, the Thrall is not intelligent. It was told to grapple the diplomats when they come through the door. It makes an athletics check at Roman. It rolls a 10 plus 5, it's going to be 15.
Do I have to athletics or
acrobatics?
Yes.
16. So as this is going on, your attention's focused, and then the Thrall is going to come up and go and wrap its hands around you. You're like, oh wait, that's still a thing. you dodge it. That was one of his attack action. So he substitutes the second attack of his attack action and makes another grapple attempt at you. He rolls a 12 plus 5, 17. That one is significantly better. Alright, you dodge his 2 actions, and it is on Roman's turn.
Alnick?
Yeah,
So is this?
he has recognized you.
So it's like Alnick?
Yeah.
Is that... Dove? What's the other one's name?
Dove, or if it is Dove, he cannot take off his helmet right now because both of his hands are occupied. One around Ilderon's neck and one around her forearm. As she is pushing away from him.
Look, nobody has to die tonight. Cool?
Alnick is going to repeat his claim and say, drop your weapon.
Buddy, my whole body's a weapon.
Drop your body.
So,
But if it'll make you feel better, I'll put the knuckles in my pockets.
okay, and is Roman gesturing he's surrendering?
Yeah, I mean, like, hands up, and then I'll tuck the knuckles in. And, like, sort of like initiate, like, the, hey, we're all friends here, and then...
As you do, Alnick and Dove turn their attention to Geisen. Geisen being the only one still holding his weapon. Geisen's going to look around, assess the situation, and he's going to plant his sword into the wood of the floor. Alnick is going to sheath his sword and gesture for Lydia. He tosses Aloharan aside and grabs Lydia by the wrists, not roughly, as she goes with him. He's going to say, sorry, Roman, business is business. The job was just for Lydia. You two are free.
see that?
Go ahead.
Look, guys, I like you. You're cool. But, kind of owe it to her dead dad to, keep her safe. So, at least, start talking.
And yeah. So as once you say that, Dove is going to take off his helmet and look towards Alnak. And Roman's going to see the face of a large half-orc man. He has makeup on underneath his helmet, covering the areas that would be revealed, just, covering up his pale green skin and everything. And it was a pretty good disguise of, rough and hassled soldier. He looks towards Roman and then towards Alnick. And Alnick's going to say, Dove, no. And he's going to say, look, but after we kill her, I mean, we always need drinking partners. What good's a job if you don't celebrate?
You're gonna kill her? Guys!
And Alnick is going to say, we're not killing her, Dove. It was kidnapping and turning her over.
Turn her over to who? Is it Tengu? I know these things!
Geisen is looking at Roman and is just going to, is just going to shake his head and say, we're going to have a long talk, you and I. And Dove is going to say, fine, everybody inside. He can share a drink for tonight. And looking at Ilderon and Geisen, Alnick is going to say, do you need to be manacled? Or are you fine, or are you trustworthy enough to be let to roam? Ilderon is going to like gesture at her neck, rubbing it, where, you know, Dove's handprint is reddening. And she's gonna say, I'm not a fighter. She looks towards Geisen. And Geisen is going to say... Geisen's going to say, Lydia's my charge. You turn her over, you turn me over too. And Alnick is going to move to Geisen. And then Geisen's going to pull his arms away, leaving his broadsword outside, and say, but I have honor. And spits in the direction towards Alnick. He steps inside behind him, the Thrall moving aside. The Thrall is going to roll an intelligence check. As everybody steps into the doorway, the Thrall was told to grab the first person who comes into the door. That was Roman. As Roman moves in, it makes another grapple attempt at you. And Dove is going... Well, Alnick is going to try and pull it away from you. Like, somebody go get Moa!
Moa, that was...
And the Thrall seems to be overpowering him. It continues to try and grapple you. It is just going to roll horribly unless you let yourself be grappled.
I'm just gonna let myself be grappled.
Alright. It grabs you and brings you inside, holding your arms. You are subject to the grappled condition.
You're subject to grappled.
Yeah. Oh. And, Dove is going to look at, Lydia and say, he's the big burly half-orc. He's going to say, now we could be knocking you out, but, that's one way to transport you. We could throw you in a cage, or we can throw you in manacles. I'd ask if you have your, preference. Lydia is going to say, I came willingly. And he's, going to let out a sigh and say, no fun. And Alnick...
What'd you put Brock in?
Dove is gonna say, I knocked him out and dragged him myself.
Ah, man, that's the way to do it. He's a screamer anyway, so...
Alnick is going to say, Dove, grab the wine, and he's going to point to Roman and say, what brings you back to Ardor? Thought you guys were off with that, that dagger thing?
Oh, yeah, the Earthfire weapon. We took that to the university.
And he's going to say, how's my favorite merchant doing? Haven't seen her in months.
I haven't seen Career in months either. Brock didn't come with us.
And as you guys are having this conversation, Lil Harn's just going to be like trying to piece together pieces of it. You see her mind working as she's just like looking around. Alnick is going to say, look, she hired us to kidnap Brock. No hard feelings. And then he is going to go on and say, you guys hired us to save Rocks. We did that.
How's Rocks?
He shrugs and he's going to say, haven't kept up with her since she went on her old vengeance hiatus.
Yeah, probably for the best. She's a criminal.
And then he's going to go on and say, look, a job comes in and it pays this much. He shrugs and says, it sucks we're on the opposite side of this, but...
Wait, how much is it paying you?
How much is it paying you? Stepping back into the room with a glass of wine, Dove is going to say 4,000 a head.
Ah,
And,
darn.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna be able to bribe you guys out of this. I ain't got that kind of money.
And he says, including, and he's gonna say, including old Pale Eyes over there. The zombie behind you growls.
They're paying you for him?
And Alnek's gonna say, yeah, Moab negotiated it.
Man, that woman is a negotiator.
Yeah, he's gonna say, please though, there's about a dozen assassins in the city after her. Lots of circles are moving against her. We're just lucky we got to the city gate first. And he's gonna say, almost got there first. Dove is gonna shrug and say, you know when I have to get into character, I have to get into character.
Okay, so you guys, you got to the city gates first. So, you know, you knew we were coming. But how did you know we were coming? And do you know anything about the whole us almost getting arrested thing?
Do they know about you getting arrested? And they're both going to roll history checks. And they're going to try and put it together of just like, the throne wanted you arrested. Moab came up with the plan, and we and then you're gonna hear another set of foot steps coming down the stairs, and you're going to see the short Alonagean woman, the necromancer in charge of the thrall that's holding you. You recognize her as the third assassin within their ranks, and she's going to say, that was that damn doppelganger's plan. She wanted you all thrown in prison, and while you were stuck behind bars, she'd slip in and execute the one that she needed.
Kadam.
And Moab's going to say, but job's a job, and it's done. And she's gonna look as she finally gets down here at what's going on, and she's going to say, Aunit, the girl, why is she not? Do I have to do everything myself? Tie her up. Alnek is just going to say, well, we were just having a drink before. You're having a drink? And who's this? She gestures at Geisen.
They're with me.
Dove is going to hand you a glass of wine. He has the pitcher in his own hand. He cheers it.
Can I even drink in this position? I feel like I'm still grappled.
Oh, yeah. And Moa is not gonna tell the something to let you go. And if you're not taking it, he's gonna say, oh. And he holds it to your lips and tilts it upwards. He begins drinking on his own. He gets halfway through the pitcher before he looks at Geisen and says, oh, you want one? And then to Aloharan. They each shake their head no. Lydia is going to speak up to Moa and say, I'll come willingly, but the deal was they get to go free. Alnik is going to say, yeah, we've got no vendettas or contracts against them. Moa is going to say, but they've seen us. They know
I
where
already
we're taking
knew you. I already knew. Also, sorry about that haymaker, Dove.
Dove is gonna brush his hands in your direction, just like, no, I've got to learn to throw one of those myself. So if Roman doesn't say anything else, it's gonna get a little silent here. And
we've reached that part of the night where the business has to get taken care of.
Yeah, and what's Roman doing?
Debating if I want to flex out of the zombie's arms.
No.
It's not exactly proven capable of handling me tonight.
And as you are about to, Alnick's gonna say, so it's about time you go and we get her over to Aline. And Geisen is going to say, again, she goes nowhere without me. You guys aren't killing her. I'm not gonna spill your blood here tonight. But he steps up. Geisen is still not tied up. Moa, again, is going to be rolling her head and say, knocking out and tying up is the most effective way. How many times do I have to teach you guys this? Ilderon is going to speak up and... are you breaking the grapple?
That's me slipping out.
Okay. Ilderon's going to speak up as you do and say, look, you are after money, correct? And Alnick, Dove, and Moa look at her and say, yeah, we're mercenaries. That's what we do. And she's going to say, but obviously you wouldn't have taken the job if there wasn't some assurance that your employer would pay. And she says, of course, we always get paid half up front. And Ilderon's going to go on and say, and you said there were a dozen other assassins? Moa is going to say, yes, and we're the best of them. That's why we've got you first. And she's going to say, if they're paying 4,000 a head, a dozen other assassins getting paid each half of their payment beforehand, that's 24,000 gold. Moa is going to say, yes, I can do math. I understand that. And she's
it's a lot of coins. I haven't why is it every time I visit this city somebody's throwing around fortunes at assassins?
And Moa's going to say, because we decide who rules the city, who lives, who breathes. She gestures to her chest and says, that's us. And Ilderon's going to say, and yes, and obviously you're the best at what you do. Moa's going to nod and say, if you're going someplace with this, Missy, you better do it quickly. And she's going to say, well, if there are 12 other assassins, each walking around with at least, or rather in between them, 24,000 gold, there's more money that's been paid out than you're going to get for this job. You know who they're going to attack. You know where they're going to reveal themselves. If you're better than them, why not just loot the money from them instead? Moa, Dove, and Alnick look at each other. And Moa's going to say, what? Ilderon's going to say, well, you guys are gamblers, I assume. If you're in this for profit, your biggest profit outcome is if you let Lydia go. And you attack the assassins that would attack her, as they have potentially more gold on them than what you would get from turning her in. They look at each other for a second, and they all seem a little bit confused, and Dove's going to be the first one to say, I like gold.
Gold's good.
And Alnick's going to say, but that's fighting some pretty tough people.
Right? Kadam's a piece of work. You guys definitely couldn't handle Kadam.
You know what, Rob? Roll me a persuasion check on that. And Dove is going to be the first one to speak up, and it's like, now look, I punched that doppelganger twice good over in the city proper. And he's going to say, I can go another round with her. And Moa is going to also roll an insight check. And she's going to say, you're suggesting we break contract, and you're trying to goad us into fighting our own fellow mercenaries and assassins. Aloharan's gonna shrug and say, it just seems to be the most profitable course of action. And she is gonna mull it over and say, alright. So if you were hiring us to do this, just like any other client, we need some assurance that you'd actually pay us. Aloharan looks to Roman, and then to Geisen, and she shrugs because she doesn't have any money left on her.
I mean, I don't have thousands of gold. I mean, that's, let me just say that out loud. I said that to you guys earlier because I was going to try and bribe our way out of this. But I have a diamond.
Moa, the necromancer, looks interested, and she's going to say, diamond, worth how much?
300.
You have contracts for it?
Yep, ownership papers and everything.
Where'd you get it from?
Dalo and Rona.
Geisen looks over at you. Like, just noticeably just breaking the scene, or just, what? Oh.
The constant, every time Roman says something, I'm just like, who are you?
Moa gestures for it.
Bag of holding produces 1 diamond.
She is going to take it and say, yeah, you'll have to come up with 1,500 more gold. Otherwise, we turn her into the 5th Ascended by sundown tomorrow. We hold on to her until then.
Dusty is gambling right now. Or more accurately, cheating at gambling.
We might be able to make it.
And Aloharan is going to say, and you'd permit Geisen to stay here with her. Geisen looks over at her, just like, now you're throwing me into this too? Dove is going to say, yeah, he needs to loosen up. We'll spar some. And
do you accept ruby piece?
Ruby pieces? She's going to say, yeah, at 1 1/3 of the price.
So what? For every 3, I get every 3 is 4. Okay. You guys drive a hard bargain.
Have you tried extra murdering them?
No, I like these guys too much.
Yeah, Aloharan is going to say, oh, wait, I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong price. It would be 2,000, it'd be, or no, 1,800, I think. Or 1,900 ruby pieces.
Wait, so is it worth, I need more ruby pieces than gold, or less ruby
yes,
pieces?
more ruby pieces than gold.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Aloharan is going to say, sundown tomorrow. We'll, of course, we'll find the, funds. And until then, anybody that comes and attacks her, Alnick groans and says, we'll kill him and take whatever they have. And Moa is going to say, and if it doesn't add up to the 16,000 gold we're getting paid for this job, you'll owe the difference. Aloharan is going to bow and say, of course.
I'm in the wrong line of work.
I mean, to be fair, we're also mercenaries.
I'm just here. I like murder.
She is going to start pushing Roman towards the door and say, Roman, we should go inform the others as quickly as possible. We went in.
Yeah, yes, of course.
And Moa is, as you guys close the door, or move to close the door, Moa's going to say, tick-tock. And
Bye, Moa. Bye, Dove.
And she is going to say, I thought we were safe once, as soon as you guys are outside, Loharan's going to say, I thought we were safe once we got to the capital.
Oh, please. Last time I was here, the magnate died.
And she's going to say, you know those assassins? I need their contacts. Who they contract through. Anyone that might know them. Anybody who can dig us up any dirt or anything we can get the authorities called on them.
So, I'm just gonna stop you right there, Aloharan, and say that their history is complicated and you really don't want to go there. Like, you want some divulgence? You want me to tell you some of my dark secrets? Okay? So, they used to do work for Career, who was a merchant here in town, art merchant.
And she's going to say, Career Renopal. I'm familiar. One of the newer wives of the heirs of one of the largest noble families here.
Yeah, so Brock, I mentioned a Brock. It's Russell Renopal.
She is going to take a moment and then nod, taking this in.
So
you guys are walking back towards the Palace Concourse,
so
by the way.
If you want contact, Career was part of the Ruby Alliance, and she had some dealings with the Shadow. Wasn't good dealing, but I mean, if you wanna, it's probably where you're looking. But I mean, like I said, Career Renopal. So if you bring up her torrid past, you bring up the past with the assassin guys, you're gonna possibly besmirch one of the big noble houses. And Delia kind of knows about Rox Aaron.
Yeah. She doesn't know that name. She doesn't know. Aloharan doesn't know who Rox Aaron is.
Rox Aaron used to be. He looks around for people who can hear him. Seth Calendar. Is it Calendar?
Yeah. Brigadier General Seth Calendar.
She was too. Oh.
Aloharan's gonna take that in. It's like that general on the border who started this whole war, the one who was executed.
Allegedly.
She bombed her own fortress and blamed it on a Lil Nagai.
She was set up.
Oh, that's
Seth
the wrong
didn't
music.
do it. Seth didn't do it.
Say, you triggered his trap card.
Seth didn't. No, Seth didn't do it. Seth was framed. Seth was made as the fall person.
Aloharan is going to just put up hands and say, next time you come with these accusations, you need to have proof behind your claims. I can't walk into Zenith Rise and try and say that without it being substantiated.
Do I have evidence?
I don't know.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Eloharan can't, prove that. But as you guys are walking back towards the concourse, she's gonna say, well, whatever the case is, if any of those assassins hired are worth half their coin, they're going to know when they can and can't strike. And if Lydia's being held by those three, they're never going to strike. And the gold that I said they'd get is probably never going to fall into Dove Elnick or Moa's hands. And she's going to say, it was just a feint to buy us time.
No, I appreciate it.
She's also going to go on and state, I don't have 20,000 gold to pay them.
I don't have 20,000 gold to pay.
And she's going to nod and say, all right, we'll deal with problems as they come up. And she's going to say, for now, I'm going to need you to be more forthcoming about your contacts within this city.
Well, to be fair, I didn't think Dove, Moa, and Alnick would have come up.
She's going to say, is there anybody else you know of substantial skill that might be trying to kill us?
Kadam, the doppelganger.
She's gonna look a little disheartened. Well, actually, does she know what a doppelganger is? Elven magic is secretive in most of the world. She's gonna, look at that and like, a doppelganger? Like from the stories?
Yeah.
She rolls her eyes.
There
and
was
says,
two
"Great."
of them.
And she's
But,
gonna say, I've never seen
something
one of those
happened to
before.
Something happened to Bevelis. Poor Bevelis.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you guys are going to get back to the Lucky Lass, and we're going to jump over to the party. On the time they've been gone, you guys roll me some checks for how many hands you have been able to play and how much you've gambled each hand.
And what am I rolling?
What do we roll? Like sleight
Alright,
of hand, or do we make just a straight dex check?
Yeah, it's actually going to be a playing cards check. If you have proficiency in playing cards, you can add your proficiency bonus to it.
Yep, it's a +7.
However you want to play the game, you can. If you want to bluff and basically say your hands are better than they are, that's a charisma check. If you want to use your intelligence and try and count cards in probability, that's an intelligence check. If you want to try and steal and cheat, that's a dexterity check. If you want to...
I feel like steal and cheat is just a sleight of hand.
Fuck!
I feel that's just...
Well...
No, you do your one hand, and I'm just like, shoulder on, like hand on shoulder, just let me handle this, okay, buddy?
Each hand has...
Just like my micro penis, everything I do is disappointing.
Each hand has a 5 gold buy-in. And seeing as Lathy and Galcina can't pay the 5 gold buy-in, the dealer drops it to 5 silver.
I mean, I can pay 5 gold easily.
It's 5 silver? Dude, we're in this forever. I've got 55 gold.
No, it was 5 gold. No, I could easily pay 5 gold, but
Well,
I mean, if we're going to lie and cheat, I feel like that's sleight of hand, like, switching out cards and
going
everything.
to play the game to their own particular strengths. Netra chooses not to gamble.
So can I use, but I want confirmation. I want a definite yes or no. Can I use sleight of hand?
Yes. Well, no. You can.
No.
You can roll a playing card check and add your dexterity modifier to it. And if you're proficient in playing cards, you can add your proficiency bonus. You're trying to cheat and slide cards around.
Okay. So if it's plus proficiency, and I am proficient. Well, it says my proficiency total. Well, it's going off of intelligence. I'm gonna switch that to dexterity.
Yeah. All right. So, the first hand is 5 gold. Do you guys buy in Lathy and Galcina?
Yes.
Okay. Netra chooses not to play.
Okay.
So this is
this before or after? If I'm cheating, can I roll with advantage? Are they able to catch me cheating?
That's going to be dependent on your check. No, you can't roll with advantage. If you have whatchamajigger,
well, like I have advantage. I know how the card. I know how cards are played.
If you have inspiration, you can spend that for advantage, or you can ask somebody who isn't playing to help you and basically like hold on to this. Hey, what?
No.
And they provide the help action.
Okay, so I mean that's pretty good.
Okay, well before you guys roll, so 5 gold. You guys have bought in Lethe and Gelsina. Who's paying for it?
Alright. You know, I'll pay. Well, I'll pay for myself and one other, so that's straight 10 gold.
So I guess
I'll be watching.
All right.
I'm drinking.
All right. And is Zodra gambling at all?
Nah.
Okay. The dealer deals himself in for 5. On the betting stage, Lethe and Gelsina don't have any money to bet.
I want to spend a lucky point to make him roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I think that's what the attack roll is related to you.
Oh, is that the cheating? If that's cheating, then never mind. But you know.
Yeah, I don't think you can use lucky on anything other than attack roll.
Well, no, you can't. No, you can use lucky on anything.
You can use
any
lucky on anything that you do, but as far as other people affecting you, let's see. You can choose to spend one of your luck points. Okay, you have 3 luck points whenever you make an attack roll ability check, or you can use 1 luck point to re-roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend 1 of your luck points after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you. Roll
so it has to be an attack when I have it.
Yeah, it's just an attack roll. So you can use a lucky for anything you do, but as far as for other people, you can only use it on attacks. All right.
Okay, never mind.
Give yourself luck on the roll.
The dealer is going to raise the stakes by 4 gold if anybody wants to stay in it.
Sure.
Lethe and Gelsina cannot. Alright, so Dusty's in for 14 gold and Altus is in for 14 gold. Alright, Rictus reveals his cards. Well, you guys already rolled. Who else is rolled? Alright, so, Rictus feels really confident about his hand. Something just doesn't seem right about Dusty's hand, but like Dusty beat him. Like he's just he's scratching his head for a second of just like, wait, did I deal? Okay. Dusty wins 14, 28 plus. You have 28 plus 9. You win 37 gold.
37 gold. I will play a couple rounds fairly, just to alleviate suspicion. But you know, when the pot gets big, you know.
Okay.
Well, like not. I will let you know when I cheat.
Okay. And so this is going to be the same thing. I'm just going to roll and then keep rolling how much the dealer raises the hand by. All right. So
if I've actually been to a casino, dealer never raises. It's always
well in this den it is, just to keep this simple. All right.
Okay.
So the second hand,
second hand, I will play fair.
Okay. All right. Roll me a check. Add your charisma to it instead. Altus, roll me a 1 too. The dealer raises 3 gold.
I'm rolling a charisma check.
One second, I need to check my charisma.
Yeah! Wow! I'm done.
Oh, pain.
All right.
Can I still add my proficiency since I'm good with cards?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that makes it a plus 6. That's still not bad.
Did you really get 2 1s in a fucking row?
Yeah, he did!
I happen to look back at the
seriously just looking at you like, I told you I would handle it.
That card is special, baby.
So, he is definitely watching Dusty now. Dusty reveals his hands, and Dusty is going to
I mean, this one's fair. I play fair.
Yeah, yeah.
This one's fair.
You win 26.
I still win. Yeah.
Yeah, plus 26 plus 8 gold is going to be 34 gold on the second hand.
All right, we're back in the hundreds.
Alright. Gilcina
Correct.
just seems determined to win. And she's gonna slam her hand down and say, Dusty, more gold!
I would actually like to stay out of this round, and I'd just like to help her and show her how this game's actually played, 'cause I
Okay.
don't think she knows.
She'll roll with the help action. She has advantage. Does Altus play again?
No.
Okay, so this time I only lose 5.
Yeah.
That's 103. I'm not expecting this one
Alright,
back.
so if Altus isn't playing, Lathy doesn't have the money to deal in. It is.
I'll give Lathy 5 gold.
Okay, you do give Lathy 5 gold? Okay.
Yeah, I ain't giving her nothing to raise with
Alright,
play.
so she can't raise.
So I'm actually showing her. Okay,
yeah,
so
the dealer takes it easy and raises only once. I'm going to re-roll her Gelsina's check because she has the help action, and then that is Lathy's check. Wow, and that is the dealer's check. All right, so as you start dealing in, as you start like helping Lathy, and you or Gelsina, and you show her the card she's actually supposed to be keeping and throwing away.
did she actually win?
No, she does really, really well. Places down her cards after the raise, and then Lathy reveals her cards, and she has beat Gelsina's hand and the dealer's hand.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I am great.
So Lathy wins 5, 10, 15, plus 3. She wins 18 gold. She can keep playing. Altus doesn't have to pay for it. Alright, that's 3 of the rounds down.
Okay, Dusty will play again. Does
Alright.
the dealer still look suspicious of Dusty, or?
No, he does not.
This sounds like a fucking
I'm going to
talking in fucking in Skyrim. Does the dealer look suspicious of Dusty?
Alright. Does Altus play a second round?
Dusty has committed no crime.
Dusty still has not committed a crime. Not a crime, I'm not crime.
Just to see how unlucky I am. Yes. I'll go ahead and play one more.
Okay.
Please get a third one in a row. Just
I
like
swear to God, if I get a third one in a row, I quit. I quit everything.
Do I want to re-roll that? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna spend a lucky to re-roll that.
Okay.
There we go.
20.
Oh, whoops! Wrong thing. Sorry. Oh, god damn it!
Alright.
That's not cheating. That's totally legitimate. No, it's cheating.
Gilcina reveals
About to
her
get
hand.
caught.
Gilcina
Oh wait, no, I can't. I've already read that.
on the reveal, because she can't raise, Gilcina's hand is going to beat Dusty's hand, and it is not
Dusty
going...
is gonna look a little confused. It's like I could have sworn I said
Yeah.
ace.
It's not gonna beat Altus's hand if Altus chooses to stay in. The dealer raises by 2 gold. Does Altus choose to stay in? The dealer stays in, even seeing her hand.
I'm gonna stay in because the dealers have to stay in to try and like trick you, and who cares if I lose the money?
Okay.
I'm used to being poor.
Dealer never
Lathy
folds.
raises 2. Lathy reveals her hand. It is no better than it is not better than yours. You reveal your hand. The dealer reveals his hand. He's got you beat, but just barely. Rolling a 22.
I firebolt him to death.
Alright, so that's every Alta subtract 5 gold, Dusty subtract 10 gold.
I did.
Oh wait, no, 7. And then Dusty subtract 12. Lathy
We're so
loses
good.
7. Alright, and the final hand, I think? Oh no, there's 2 more hands. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at Lathy killing it. Lathy goes
I will
all
play-
in
I
with a nat
will-
20.
Can I do this? Please let me.
Go for it.
I'm doing that on the buy, and I'll go ahead and subtract the 5 gold.
Alright, yeah, the dealer raises up 2 gold, and is Dusty rolling or playing this time?
Oh, is this a new hand?
Yes, it is a new hand.
Yeah, I will play fair, so.
Alright, you are trying to beat a 20. Believe in yourself.
A nat 20 or a total of 20?
It's a nat 20, but it's an ability check, so it isn't an auto success.
Yeah. Debating if I actually do want to cheat on it. No, I'll play fair.
Alright, I'm gonna roll the last hand. Yeah.
Yes! I get to re-roll that because halfling luck.
Yeah, you do. So, let me
Do it again.
Not as good. Still not great.
Alright.
Do it again.
12 gold from Dusty, and then 7 from Altus. Lathy cleans house on that one. Alright, and the final hand. This is going to be where Roman and Alilhar are walking back in at. The dealer, how much does he raise by? 4 gold. Alright, so he...
final hand.
Yeah, he puts 4 gold on the table. Of course, Gilcina has been revealing her cards every single time. Gilcina has got a garbage hand.
Dusty will cheat on this hand.
Lathe...
I'm gonna burn another lucky.
Okay. Lathe...
Oh, that's much better.
has got a garbage hand. Altus, what you rolling?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, your persuasion check didn't work. It was high.
I wonder why.
Huh.
It was high. Intimidation! Okay. I mean, at that, it was just, like, I set people I gambled with on fire once in Dockin's Tale. Like, not threatening
Give me the
you
pot.
guys, but it's just something I've done before.
Look, I'm just real open to fire and burning places.
Yeah, Gilcina, our Lathy's gonna fold at that, and so is the dealer. It's up to Dusty. Dusty's hand
Dusty.
technically beats yours. But also, I never let intimidation and persuasion checks work on party members. So, like, Dusty's put down his cards, and you can't beat Dusty's cards, so Altus, right now, you have your cards up, and
Also,
you've
the best part is,
intimidated
like,
everyone
Dusty
else out of
cheated,
this game.
too. Dusty out-cheated you.
I'm going to cast Firebolt on Dusty's cards before I show my cards.
Are you really going to? Please don't.
Rectus is gonna jump back from the table. That's gonna hit those cards. They're on fire. Do you reveal your cards?
Oh my god, right as we walk in.
Yes.
Dusty, just like, or not Dusty, but like Altus is like, dude, come on! I won! You saw that!
I'm not even gonna reveal the cards. I'm just gonna toss them aside and take the gold.
Yeah, Rectus is just gonna like point to the back and like, I'll get us more wine and a new deck. And he vows and says, "My lords, Altus, you can add, let's see, 10 plus 4, 14 from Dusty. You take 9 gold from Lathy. And
So what's my total? Just tell me the total.
yeah, Dusty lost 14.
Okay.
And,
I already subtracted that.
yeah, Altus gained 14.
Well, no, I
plus-
still won. Shouldn't I?
13 plus 9, 23.
You won had you been able to reveal your cards and prove that you won, but Altus set your cards on fire and he is currently taking
don't-
the pot. Do you want to
I'm sorry?
Altus from taking the pot?
No, I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna take the pot. I clearly won.
We're both just like
I'll tell
pulling
you,
the pot
I'll
now.
tell you how much gold you guys have to fight over.
There's
That will
two
be
midgets
easy.
just.
Okay, 14 plus 18.
You know what? No. You know what? We're friends here. How about we just split it even, okay? Because we both know I won.
32 gold is the amount you guys have to split between you.
Yeah, let's split evenly. We'll just split even, all right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll make money on sack packs later.
At this moment, Lil Haran and Roman come into the step into the tavern. You guys see them in the entranceway as they are looking around for you. Lil Haran looks a little disheveled as her hair that is like neatly in a bun is down at her shoulders. And yeah, she'd be covering up her neck.
Long night with Lumbergrax, had ya?
Walks in with Roman looking disheveled with a red mark on her neck.
No, not Roman. Lil Haran is.
No, yeah, but she walks in with me.
Oh yeah.
Disheveled with a red mark on her neck.
They are missing a Geisen and a Lydia. They're gonna walk over to your table and sit down.
So, where's Lydia?
You guys were busy too, I see.
I'm not gonna dignify that with the.
Yeah, Lil Haran's gonna look to Roman like, "Do you want to take this, or do you want me to?" And she has like that look in her eye.
You left with the assassin, and now we have no Lydia. Lil Haran, what's happening?
Okay, so like you're totally right, but not right in the way you think you're right.
She's going to bow her head and say, "We have to come up with 1,500 gold by sundown tomorrow. Otherwise, they're going to turn Lydia over to the Fifth Ascended."
And why didn't we burn their house down? We have burned houses down for much less.
She's going to say they had a Lil Nagian Arcanist with them. Really skilled assassin. A Lil Nagian Arcanist.
Well,
yeah,
we are in
that's
a
pretty much
brothel.
the only reason I think those guys are still alive.
But are you okay?
She's gonna like rub at her neck and then nod and say, "I'm sorry."
How are we gonna make 1,500 gold?
I'm over here about probably like 6 or 7 drinks at this point.
I mean,
Paladin's
I
even
guess we could do it my way.
I mean, we're not immune to poison. We're immune to disease.
I got some poison for you. It's my diseases.
I can get drunk, but then again, I have the highest constitution there is.
I mean, we might have to do it your way.
That's gonna kill people.
The only
How much gold?
1,500.
Can we still burn their house down?
Can you not?
Well, what is your plan? Are you going to work the brothel tonight and make 1,500 gold? Because otherwise, what are we doing here?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, do they allow unregistered people to work the brothel?
You'd have to talk to me.
Yeah, you don't
Have you been
actually.
tested?
You don't need a like a pass or license or anything in Argus.
I have my prostitution license, sir. Please calm down.
I mean, like,
When
I don't know.
was checkup?
I don't know what the city's like with, the whole ghost storm thing and all that, but, I know you can go to the dock, fight for money.
Let's go fight for money!
You guys want to go fight for money. I'm, gonna go do my thing.
How much money do we have collectively right now?
I have 42 gold.
Lathy is gonna say, "I've got 23." That she just won off of the dealer and the party members. Gail Cena is going to fish through her pockets, and I'll roll her a percentage die. She pulls out a silver coin.
Wow.
And
That's a lot
You
of
guys
money
are
there.
poor.
Like, we're all poor.
well, Lil Haran's gonna say, "I traded my traveling funds in Low Water Crossing."
I have 804 gold.
Backpacks don't pay for themselves.
Yes, I do. I take all the money from them. Well, I have like 120. Then.
I've got 470.
Did anybody catch what I said? Just making sure.
No. What?
800.
You said like 800.
804.
Yeah.
Did it?
A little Harn's
What
gonna
the fuck said they had 500 in a bank somewhere?
Good. A little Harn is going to say, well, if we deplete our funds, that's enough to stop Lydia from getting turned in tomorrow.
I mean, it doesn't count my room
I mean,
pieces
listen,
and stuff. That's just making sure I don't have to sell the house. So to
Here,
speak.
guys, listen. It's fine. I'll go into the market and, acquire some fun.
I don't know why I'm acting like a drunk. I doubt I'm drunk.
Don't get caught.
5 points of lay on hands cures you of
Well, I don't even think if it's Constitution saves. I'm pretty sure I could drink for a good
well,
while.
I mean, also they've got the best stuff here.
I mean, still
Also, how expensive is that?
at a 15 to plus Constitution.
Yeah, anyways, I mean, it'd be nice to earn some extra cash. I mean, depleting, if we can get it together, we can get it together. But we still need to,
I mean, at the very worst, we
Survive?
deplete our funds now, and then me and Elsis go make fun, and come back with that. I guess it depends which one you care about more quicker.
I will be going to the market with Dusty to distract people and be an entrepreneur.
Wouldn't it be
We
unwise
are
for
simple
him to
businessmen.
steal money if you're trying to get people to buy
and
things?
I am but
We're
a
not
noble
stealing money,
sailor.
we are businessmen.
Just because you leave my conference with less money than you came with doesn't mean it was stolen. It means you earned the information. That's about the response I thought I'd get.
I mean, thinking of your cover story now is always good. Also, I'm going to need a slightly different set of clothes.
No, same here. We're gonna be meeting with the actual, nobles. I have to look presentable.
My armor will be fine.
I was just thinking something less conspicuous and covers my face.
Aloha.
What time is it?
It is late in the evening, probably approaching 10 or 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay, no.
Aloharan is going to speak up and say, well, we'll rest for the evening, collect the funds in the morning. They get us until sundown. And then she's going to look to Roman and say, perhaps we can meet with some of your preliminary contacts that got away from me.
Does she mean like Tristan and such?
She's going to say the Renopause.
I mean, don't they live up north? I mean, we can go talk to Aunt Adelia. She lives in Somia.
I'll to show Mia the way.
I mean, she's married.
I'm gonna leave.
She's married to Ray Chia, so.
Aloharan's gonna nod, exhale, and just say, in the morning, and follow Altus.
Did you get us rooms?
I got a good cut. It's 4 gold a night, 3 gold for food.
Just real quick, who said that?
Roman?
You're getting a drawing.
Are we? Do we get rooms? No, we don't even get rooms. We just gamble.
No, I mean, did you get us rooms?
I got
No.
Because
We
knowing
got
you
this.
guys, Aloha and I just walked in, and it's like, cool, let's go sleep. And then she's about to find out nobody got her ass a bed.
Yeah. Oh, look at y'all. No, you said you're a big boy and can handle yourself.
I'm not
That's
the
fair, I
one
did
who
say
left
that.
Lydia.
I left her in very capable hands, okay? Moa,
Yes, that's
Dove,
the
and Aldic are the
assassin.
best.
I just wave him off and go up.
Yeah, Aloharan doesn't look at all proud of her decisions.
Is she, so she's walking off with Altus?
Yeah, she's walking upstairs behind him.
I'm
Just
a grab
dusty a little hard
Corson,
and I'm all
and I'm
shared.
going to my room.
Oh yeah, where's my gambling boy? I would like to order him up to the room. Doesn't matter the gold
Rictus?
cost.
Don't
Okay.
you have a little Haran coming up to that room too?
Okay, and she can sit in the corner.
She can.
Doesn't matter.
Great,
me.
we got like 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Y'all are sharing rooms.
Doesn't matter
Like-
the gold costs. He is 6 gold a night, my friend.
Oh boy! Oh right! Can I pay 12 and take him with me?
Why do you not understand what
You know we're sharing the room, right? You know.
I love how
Look.
you guys are.
I'm just gonna say real quick. I fucking died for this group. I'm getting laid. All right.
No, my problem is you
Buy
getting
another
paid.
room.
You know what? You know what? I want that girl we saw before. I'm hiring her for the night. Like we'll make it
You're
a.
so bad for a little heart.
So, wait,
Can
so
I
I
another
assume
room?
that Altus makes a gesture to the boy, like to the guy,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
he leads Aloharan, and I'm just gonna be like look at Grax, look at Zodra, look at everybody, and be like, I'm gonna go get my big boy room.
I already got my big boy room. That's why I'm getting me a quarterson.
It's like, I'm gonna go get my big boy room, and I'm gonna potentially save Aloharan for the second time tonight.
Yeah. Lathy
No,
is
but
going
no.
to like hold up the hand. It's like she gave me a room of my own for free.
It was not for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid for that.
Wait, are you trying to go get her tonight?
Get who tonight?
I'm asking Rob. Like, you trying to go get
No,
her?
I said Aloharan, not
No.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to.
That was a joke about Altus being of ill repute.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go get me a courtesan too and go my big boy.
I was about to say, well, no, Altus, wait for me. Let me get a girl though. You do what you want, but you know.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Aristot follows, beckoning Aristot. She's like sitting at another table, and
You said it was 12 gold, right?
6 gold.
Well, Aristot's different. They are ranked off of their competence. Aristot is actually 9 gold. She's very good at what she does.
Oh,
As the group spends all the gold before you.
Yeah, exactly. Just like,
That's what I found funny.
I love how she's literally like, okay, we need to get this money to go save kidnapped party member. Okay, but first,
It's not even that you guys
Lydia-
get protected by courtesans. It's that we need 1,500 gold to save Lydia. I want to pay double for the man.
You have to leave a tip. Just the tip.
oh, trust me, you're leaving.
I've heard about your penis. It's all tip.
so when we're telling Shelby what part we want for the best of
Demonetized.
compilation, this part right here.
Okay, so
Monetized.
Lydia, oh not Lydia, Aloharan follows Altus upstairs. Altus calls Rictus, and then Dusty summons Aristot and steps in the room. As they do, Aloharan's gonna like step in and then just like see this going on, and she's gonna say, "I'm a member of the Risen," and shakes her head, and she's going to turn around.
I'm just gonna say this is not the worst thing you've seen me do.
Trust me, something's getting risen.
Yeah.
You remember?
The second people
Former member of the
coming
Risen.
upstairs, Lathy would offer her a room, and she would be much more willing to stay with Lathy than Roman. And she would explain that, just, we just met
You're
you on the
assassin.
road yesterday. You know a lot of people who are trying to kill us, and
Just four.
you know.
Everybody hates Roman.
I completely understand. It wasn't really. There was nothing behind it. It was just.
God, there's a whole ass sitcom.
It's like, oh my gosh, guys! Hey, these murderers that are trying to kill you guys, I know you guys! Hey, Roman, let's go get a drink! Yeah!
No, like I said, I get it. And like I said, the offer was more like, we're the last ones in. The dwarf man is bringing a prostitute up to his room. Maybe you don't want to sleep there.
Yeah. So, Lathy offers bed space to Nectra too. So that leaves 2 rooms between Lumagrax, Roman, Gelsina, and Zodra got his own room.
Zodra got his own room and he's bringing a prostitute
Wouldn't
up there
Grax,
himself.
I love how the 2 midgets are just like getting laid.
So wouldn't that mean it's Grax, Gelsina, and I?
Yeah, split between 2 rooms.
Oh.
Do I need to like make a roll here? What am I doing?
You guys can
I'm gonna make a performance roll for my night.
Well, I'll actually just roll who's available for
Sleight of hand for how well Dustin can use his fingers.
Oh no!
Brody.
No, I'm fine with going to Fade to Black. I'm fine with going to Fade to Black.
For Zodra,
I'll never make money.
as you are like headed upstairs for the night, you hear like a nobleman flirting with a courtesan on his lap.
Yes.
You look. No, this is for Zodra. You look
sorry.
over and see probably one of the most beautiful people you have ever seen. And she definitely has that exotic beechwood retreat. Gelkin,
I don't know what that means,
just
but
look
cool.
to her. And she, mentions her name in passing, or the people at the table too, and you recognize it as Crowdie, the person that the person
Dove? Motherfucking Dove?
Yeah, that Dove recommended to you. If you want her, somebody else has already purchased her services. You would have to make a persuasion check. And not only out-purchase him, but, convince him of this. I'm putting the DC at 15.
Really,
Shooting
only
the
15.
shot. I missed it by 3.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and, she's just going to inform you, like, oh, I have a contract for the night. But
Damn, that's
stay tomorrow, and you can explore. And all the
Probably.
etceteras. Otherwise, you are able to get a pretty nice courtesan. Not as nice as Crowjai, but
I had my sights were put high at that, and I missed it. So I'm like, "Fuck that! Other ones will go to sleep."
He shot for the stars, man.
Oh,
He
I shot
Once you fly close to the sun like that, man, you either
I mean, look
shine
at us.
bright like
We
a
just
diamond,
were
or
the
you
first
get
people
burned.
that introduce themselves with us.
all right.
Well, that's the first one I saw, and it's best or nothing.
Considering your party members are splurging your guys' very, very limited resources, you guys can drop the second room, and Gelsina, Roman, and Lumagrax take one room.
I was about to say,
Listen,
do y'all
we
just
know,
want to
if
bunk
it's
with me
something we
tonight?
know, it's how to make money.
Sleeping that later.
As I'm walking into my room, I'll look at the others and be like, y'all just want to bunk with me tonight and drop a room? I'm not having anybody here.
Well, no, you guys already have basically one room too many.
Fucking goddamn.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, fucking y'all can bunk with me
Oh,
and
okay,
drop
so
2
drop
rooms.
2 rooms. Okay. Yeah, stepping into each of these rooms, everybody's going to notice too. There's only one very, very large bed in each of them.
Slumber party!
I mean, you can sleep on the
I
floor.
That's what I was about to say. I don't care who has the bed. I'm sleeping on the
Yeah, alright, so you guys drop 2 rooms, and yeah, you guys save 8 gold off your initial cost. So there you go.
minus 4 out of mine.
Alright.
I would like to say my roleplay is in there.
Okay.
It's beautiful, Tracy. It's majestic.
So I'm rolling performance checks for the courtesans. Oh, there's only 2 of them tonight. Okay.
Sorry.
I am not trying to be mean to you, Tracy, but Rictus doesn't like. As far as like what you can roll me a performance check too. But as far as like his services towards you of how you like how much you enjoyed this whole encounter, he rolled a 9 on his performance check. It's just like in his line of work, he doesn't really know what to do. With
I have a
one
question.
With one
can I burn my since we're about to have a long rest? Can I burn my last lucky to help Richie?
Oh, to help Rictus? I'll allow.
Well, I mean, like,
I'll allow him to roll.
Basically, let Rictus. He should have a good night.
You can forgo the. You can forgo. You don't have to burn the lucky point. You can forgo the. You can forgo the rolling a performance check of your own and provide him the help action.
I'm still getting my own.
Yeah. Well, and so same thing. Now he's good. That's gonna move his check from a 9 to a +4, 17. Which like after this is like Altus is into some really crazy stuff, and so rather than trying to do things with your micro penis, instead he's just gonna try and do things with your butt. And then
I'm okay with that. That's what I was going for. What can he do with a centimeter?
Exactly, and it's a lot better of an experience.
Centimeter Peter.
Same thing. Well, not same thing for Dusty. Actually, a much better time for Dusty.
I don't think we've ever rolled how large Dusty is.
No. I'm just saying Aristot's performance check towards you. All right. So yeah, and there is only one large bed inside of this room. So it's not even a private affair. Like, you guys are blood brothers now. Alright, so does anyone else want to do anything for the night of the 26th?
Kill myself?
Just have a long rest after being satisfied.
I mean, I'm good unless Grax and or Galcina are chatty before they sleep.
Oh yeah, fuck Zodra though. He's in the room chatting.
I'm sorry, you too, buddy, but I figured you were just gonna ass out.
Yeah, no, I'm assing
We've traveled together. I know how you roll.
I've lit the fuse
Over and
right up now.
Basically, it's fucking hit the deck, hit the sleep, get up in the morning.
Yeah. You know what? I will roll Gelsina a check. There is going to be a stand of journals within this room for people to record their own experiences on, just as the 4 Ascended dictate. And they are all blank. Gelsina is going to pick one up and try and read it, and noticing there are no words in it, she's going to sit down for probably about an hour into the night and just practice writing. Anybody who sees her sees that she is not making common characters; she's making scribbles, but they almost look like common characters.
Yeah, well, considering I can see everything and anything for view, I'll get up and be like...
Wasn't Netra giving her lessons? Does Netra give her...
Netra's in a different room.
I would like to say this, and this only, just for the fuck of it. Alright? Give me a second. What is she attempting?
Can that work on scribbles? Can you magically infer intent?
Yeah, and you can infer intent out of it, but you can't really. It's not any language, but it almost looks like common, and it's almost like you're gonna see alchemy supplies, butchery, tailor's corner, TAILOR. just like as you're like standing up and looking over her, and you're almost going to be able to put together that these are the names of shops. And then you're gonna you're gonna recall some of these. These are shops inside of Isseldred, because that is the only written language she's ever been exposed to, was the shop signs.
And now I'm sad, and I'm going to bed.
But yeah, so I mean, I would join and just be like,
Curse these eyes.
You don't know how to write?
What? She looks around and she gestures at the paper and's like, look at all this stuff I've written.
Yeah, it's gibberish. You know, it's not a big deal if you don't know how to write. You've been in, like, what, a bubble for whatever?
Her entire life.
And she's gonna say, no, it was a city, like, this, with water, people, fish that I ate.
You know, you're a really bad liar.
It was a 4 on the deception check.
Like, I don't know why you lie, you know? I don't know, maybe, you know, you want to seem cool, or you want to seem normal, but normal's overrated. You know, you want some help. You know, I can help.
She's gonna speak up and say, everything in Isseldred just made sense. Then everybody comes along and they know so much, and they fit in so well to every place around them.
I mean, there's Altus and Dusty. Did you think of that?
Meow meow.
And she's gonna say, I don't lie to seem cool, but I says if you didn't fit in Isseldred, you just were, you know, killed.
Legit on a secret. Sometimes that's how it works here.
And she nods and says, and so she shrugs and says, I'm trying to fit in. It's just, she gestures to everything. It's like, it's a lot. And she picks up the journal and says, it's dry. The only book I ever saw was the one Lathy had.
My brain's, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, she was trying to hide that from me. What's that book about? And if possible, I'm gonna try and have this conversation while trying to, like, be like, this is the letter A.
I'm gonna have this conversation, but also, that's A.
She shrugs and says, boring stuff. Confused, angry magic people. You know, she's gonna try and trace your symbol. She does so, but you see her holding the pencil like a dagger, just arm, you know, hand completely wrapped around it, and drawing like a 2-year-old.
So, I'm gonna try and, like, correct the posture. I don't know if I need to make a check or...
No, you don't.
Yeah, so it's a finesse thing, you know. You don't attack it. He's kind of, it's like water. It just kind of flows.
She's gonna try rolling that with the help action. It's significantly better.
Roman, the better teacher, too.
I mean,
He's evil, I tell you.
It takes an hour of this before she, you know, commits anything to memory. Does Roman say anything on her comment about the book?
Angry magic people. Is that, like, was it Yissel?
She's gonna think about it for a moment and then nod and say, yeah, it was about him.
Mhm.
I might shoot up at that.
I was gonna like gesture to the presumably dead to the universe right now, Zodra.
What about him?
Did she pay much attention to the story? She did pay much attention to the stories. She was gonna say, the first book that was ever read to me. It was by Lathy's grandfather read it. It was about a magic man. His name was Yissel.
What did that book say? Do you remember?
She is going to shrug and say, his thoughts, his fears, concerns, mostly relating to death.
Who said I had this book?
Zodra, I think he's our Dorian.
Who did you say had that book?
She's gonna scratch her head and say, last time I saw it, the old man gave it to Lathy, but that was before she died.
She died?
Gilcina's gonna nod, still like writing characters, and say, "Oh yeah, she wasn't always a fancy, pointy-eared lady. She used to look young like me. Well, I mean, she still looks young, but like." Gilcina gestures to her chest, and then her ears, and then her hair.
Does
I'm just gonna nod, but like a knowing nod, like a hmm.
Does
No
she still
And
have
she's gonna
that
say,
book?
"Oh, wait until you see what Altus looked like. He used to be." She gestures to her chin, and then above her head, like height, like human, I think.
Does
Gonna look at her and be like, please.
Lathy still have this book?
Does Lathy still have this book? Question mark.
Yes.
Gilcina is going to nod and say, "Oh yeah. I remember her brother telling her to burn it. It was evil, but she kept it." She shrugs and says, "I don't know why."
Do you think she would let me look at it? That Yissel person's a bad man, and I'm trying to find him, and maybe that book could help me find him.
Gilcina has rolled 2 natural 20s on a history check, and she's going to roll an insight check. And
I'm not lying.
no, not on you. You asked her what she thinks about Gilcina. She rolls an 18. She's going.
We gotta use this power to teach her how to read and write. Damn it!
Yeah, she's gonna shake her head.
Fuck your reading and writing.
She's gonna shake her head and say, "Oh no, she's probably not gonna let anybody read it." When she couldn't read, Pindu was reading it to us. Or Pam was reading it to us. But all of its concerns with death and stuff, I think it's got her real spooked.
Because she's died.
Gilcina nods and says, "I've killed people before, but I never experienced what it's like. I don't blame her."
Yeah, no, I mean, I really only intend to die once. No time soon.
Roman, How mad do you think they would be if I used magic to get the book?
Well, it depends on what you mean by use magic to get the book. They don't trust me.
Lumagrax is in the room, by the way. I don't know if
I mean,
Lumagrax
I
is
don't
asleep
care.
or what. Oh, Gilcina is gonna roll a loyalty die. Guys, this character's got no loyalty. 6. She's gonna say, "Oh, I can steal it. Dusty's been teaching me how to steal stuff."
You probably
That's
shouldn't be
not a
learning
good
things from him.
Yeah.
Grax is asleep.
I'll
Take
ask
over the
her
bed.
first, and then I'll, if I can't get it by asking, I'll have to do it a different way. Because that book is kind of important.
All right. And Gelsina's gonna shrug. It's just a stupid book. I've read like 3 books before. No Celebrus read to me. Just, like, whatever, nerd. Do you guys...
She just called me a
No,
nerd?
she doesn't call you a nerd, but it's just like, you're making a big deal over a book. She's seen a book before, and it changed her life.
She's the sister I never knew I needed.
Do you guys want to say anything else to her? Otherwise, if you help her draw for her an hour, she'll make her intelligence check, and then we'll handle the first part of the morning, and then end off for the night.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
All right.
That's fine with
She
me.
has 1 success in learning how to read and write.
Good job, Roman.
I'm the best.
Best
She
teacher in the world.
rolls
Roman.
a 17. All right, it is the morning of the 27th. Altus, after morning breaks and Rictus attempts to leave Altus's company, Altus beckons his ear and quotes him. When all this is said and done, you, me, a cabin outside of Kaya's coast. It would be beautiful, Richie. Think of it. Rictus makes a lot of money here. Like,
Probably.
if you look in the hireling page, they make like a gold a day. He makes like 14 gold a day.
Hey, I make that in like 10 minutes, okay? Your day is nothing.
Are you kidding me? We're struggling to make 1,500 gold in a night.
No, no,
okay?
no. You're struggling to pay 1,500.
Yeah. I mean, Dusty can just go to the market.
He is like when you say that, he's
What?
going to.
What is...
No, I'm assuming you say what you typed, right?
Oh, that, yeah, no, okay. I thought you meant what I just said.
No. When you say that, as he's getting up for the morning, he's gonna nod and say, "If you enjoyed your stay at the last, you're always welcome back." But he's gonna smile and say, "My story's in order," and lean down and kiss you on your forehead. And
Aww.
gonna get up.
We had a
And,
pure boy moment.
yeah, he's gonna get up and put on his robe and begin walking out for the morning. Aristot is going to do the same a few minutes later, smiling at Dusty. Same thing, giving him a kiss and then bowing and saying, "My lords," and stepping out.
We Peter Dinklaged.
Everybody else, what's everybody want to do in the morning?
I don't know, figure out what the plan of attack is, and then, I don't know, find the docks, fight some, get stabbed by a dude with a poison dagger.
Still straight up or just
Traditional Arcturian things.
I'm gonna get up early and wait outside of the Lathy's room.
How much stronger are they than Pramada Watch and their prison?
Storm's Nest? Storm's Nest is actually a military fortress. Pramada Watch was a dungeon. There is an entire army within Storm's Nest.
There's
Elildarn
what, like
would
7
have
of us?
informed you guys of this on your time on the road of just like, here's how Ardor works.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sitting outside Lathy's door
Okay.
early in the morning.
Yeah. Netra is the first to rise, as Netra always goes and seeks out water. Is there water near here? Oh, there isn't. she just go take a bath. I'm wondering if she would leave Zodra alone with Lethe and Eloharan. So yeah, stepping out, like walking by Zodra, Netra is just going to point and say the others are just a scream away. She narrows her eyes and then keeps walking.
Yes, not gonna be here.
The second person to rise and come out of the room is actually Lethe.
Ah, perfect. Just the person I needed.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I have to roll her a sleight of hand check. Okay. Yeah, and as you do, she's going to just jump a little bit. Like you're waiting right outside her door. Like, ah! She like looks around and says, and points to herself as literally being the most insignificant member of the party, and says, "Me?
Yes, you, Lethe. I heard from a little bird that you have a book from a person named Yissel. Did I hear that correctly?
Let's see. She's going to say, no, they lied. I mean, there was one in Isildred, but I didn't bring it with me, and when I died, they didn't recover my corpse.
I'm going to insight that.
Go ahead and go for it.
19.
I mean, Gelsina isn't exactly the most reliable of sources. I mean, from what you can tell, she's telling the truth.
That sucks, because you see, I kind of needed that book. That Yissel person's a bad man. He, I don't know if you were there when Isildred became Isildred. I don't know everybody that lived in Isildred, unfortunately, not by name. But he's part of the reason why Isildred is where it's at, and not, like, out here. So I'm trying to find him and, make him pay for what he did. And that book might have had information, so I was hoping you had it and I could look at it.
She's gonna nod and say, if I remember anything, you'll be the first one I tell.
I hope so. Because this Yissel person is a very dangerous and bad man. Right.
She's
you don't have it.
Yeah, gonna look around and say, that's everything. She's gonna walk by.
Yeah. Have a good day there, Lethe. Sorry for bothering you.
Yeah, she just kind of like nods awkwardly, tilts her head down and keeps walking.
She has that fucking book.
That, my friend, is what a nat 20 on a deception check looks like.
I bet it.
Those are great, man. You can obscure a lot with nat 20 deception.
Alright. Lumagrax, Roman, and, yeah, those are the last two people. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I assume I'm waking up with Grax stabbing me to death.
I haven't stabbed you to death yet.
Not with a dagger either.
Yet. Operative word.
Wake up and I put my stuff on and wait for Ilderon.
Okay. So if you're waiting for Ilderon, like you're coming out of the room, just after Zodra and Lethe have her conversation. Lethe's garbage sleight of hand check does not beat your passive perception. You can see she does have something that looks like a tome on her person under her tunic. as she's just walking by Zodra. She's going to eyeball you
Damn, this
walking by and
garbage
keep
was-
moving. Yeah, you got a 10 on that passive perception.
I know, damn
rolled-
this garbage
She
pass.
rolled an 11 for her sleight of hand check.
I fucking love.
Alright, oh, Aloharan, let me roll her percentage die. Well, Aloharan's an early riser, so just, like,
can keep her secrets.
yeah, if you're waiting outside her room, you know, she, like, as the door's, like, cracked open, she's kneeled down, praying, going over her chant of the Given Wills. Before, you know, she'd finally, like, notice you and step out and, like, alright, let's get to it today. We withdraw my 500 from the bank, Roman's 800, Dusty's 100?
For what?
That puts you guys at 1,400, and then...
I'm at
I've
111.
Yeah.
I've got 470.
Alright, and then Grax contributes the last 100, and then that will pay for Lydia not being turned into kidnappers for the day. Is everybody comfortable ending there, or do you guys want to give me any other actions, or?
I'm gonna go up to Gelsina like, she didn't have the book. You said she had the book.
Gelsina, yeah, the first thing in her mind is she's as she's like coming to, she's like, oh, my bad. I pulled it off her corpse and gave it back to her. I thought she wanted it. She must have discarded it.
The liar.
Yeah, she has the book. You just have shitty eyes.
You'd be in the dark for most of your life with not ever seeing the sun. It's not gonna have good eyes.
Man, you ever been on the bottom of a boat?
So how much of the book conversation did Grax hear?
You were in and out for it. I mean, you took in most of it. You told me Grax went to sleep, like, right after one major part of it, though, so I don't remember. You roll a
Okay,
history
well,
check for complete clarity, but you have the vaguest ideas of it.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
I have an idea of how to possibly get more funds.
How?
I have to go make an awkward visit to a chantry.
Sorry about killing your brother. Can I have access to his vault to sell a statue?
Finder, killers, keepers, right?
Taylor, what were you gonna say?
He's my godfather! I am next of kin!
And that's the same book that I beat the sleight of hand on.
Yeah, it's the one you saw.
So the conversation.
Yeah.
The conversation this morning.
Ask me that one more time.
The conversation this morning. How much did I overhear?
Oh, of Lethe and Zodra.
Yeah.
You caught the tail end of it because you were putting on your armor. While he was waiting out there, and then you would have had your armor on, and then stepping out in the hallway by the time they started it. You would have definitely caught the part where she was like, "Oh yeah, if I remember anything from the book, I'll tell you, but I don't have it," and walk by. You caught enough of it to know the gist.
Okay.
Do you choose to share any of this information with anybody else?
No, she can keep her secrets.
I know it's
Keep
secret
your
now.
secrets!
I'll be photo baggins on this.
She has the fucking book. I know it now.
I feel Grax on this one. It's like, I know she has the book, and I mean, I've told you, but at the same time, it's kind of like, look, they don't trust me. I'm not gonna harass a newly resurrected high elf, or newly resurrected person who is now a high elf over a fucking book journal.
I will. Fuck you. This is the great thing about command and having higher level spell slots.
Give me the book. Hands him the book. Why did I do that?
I don't know, but I'll give it back to you after I see all this.
All right. Is everybody comfortable ending there for the night?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, and we will pick up here next session.
Are we subtracting the gold now or waiting until next session?
Oh, for well, we can
The ransom.
yeah, we can roll that happens quickly in the morning. You guys can all get the funds together, and then drop it
I have
off
to go to my vault.
at
So.
the house.
Your balls.
The zombie will be there, waiting when you guys drop off the money. So let's subtract the gold now. Is everybody comfortable with how I divided it, or do you guys want to split it up differently?
It's fine.
I have an inordinate amount of guilt in general, so
All right, so
I'm good with the
800.
fact that I paid most of it.
Yeah, 800 from Roman. 400 or 500 from 500 from Lil Haran. That puts you guys at 1,300. 100 from Dusty and 100 from Lumbergrax. And Lydia for the day. Once you hand the zombie or the Thrall the gold, he'll look in the sack, close it, not even counting it, and then dig within his shirt and pull out a letter. It's scribed and says, or it's a letter in somebody's handwriting that says, "We'll find you and deliver her."
I don't know about that.
It's not like they're gonna leave. It's not like they're gonna be at the house where you guys can just come and attack and set it on fire and take her back.
You say that, but
No. They're
the gold back.
professionals.
Yeah. You take the gold back. We'll pick this up next session outside of the house where they're.
The only way it works is if you come back in next session and still say, "You take the gold back?"
Yeah. All right.
Next time on.
So, session tonight. If anybody touched Dove's armor, that was shantily clad to his body, they would have saw he was wearing makeup underneath it if it at all moved. When Geisen grabbed his gauntlet, I rolled a percentage chance of the chance of it falling off, and it came up in Dove's favor. You guys did not beat Dove's deception check as far as his actor feat, but Lydia did not get sold off to the Fifth Ascended.
she got sold off to us. Back. Way to go. We got our
She got sold back, yeah.
Yeah.
To find your own dirt bike after someone stole it from you. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I would say giving a Lil Haran the opportunity to think is probably one of the most dangerous things in the world. Then what else significant happened tonight? You guys got a bunch of money. Well, a little bit of money from the Lucky Lass, which then you spent back at the Lucky Lass, which is their business model. Gamble, win some money, spend it
on a whore.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we didn't spend all of it.
Then Zodra's personal story got progressed as far as he has information pointing towards Yissel. Did anything else significant happen tonight?
I found a book. Yay, books.
I think we're further in this Roman guy is shady.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're further into you just happen to know the kidnappers.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
nobody has told the party that Roman was drinking with the kidnappers.
I feel we're gonna find out when they come to deliver the fucking.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna find out. I'm just
Deliver
saying.
Lydia.
Guys,
They're gonna be like, Roman! And we're like, what the fuck, dude?
Geisen's just gonna be like, did you lead us into that trap? But one thing that worked in Roman's favor was punching Dove in the face. So it's kind of like the signifier to Lil Haran is like, as she is thinking this through, of just like, oh, he's not a part of them.
Yeah, Yeah, she better be getting all aroused by my steadiness to come into her rescue. Take that, Grax.
Grax is keeping DL down low because he doesn't want to get caught by the bad guys.
Doesn't have to kill you.
Because he Grax is wanted, and he doesn't want anyone to know that he's wanted.
No, that's...
Yeah, it's Soref. Soref recognized Limograts. Like, he doesn't know your exact legal state, but he does know your relation to your family.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. That I'm gonna say 5,000 experience for tonight.
Had I known the thrall was just gonna try and hug me a bunch, I would have thrown more punches.
I mean, it's actually a decent undead thrall.
Yeah,
One
but I'm just
smite
saying
is
if it was
all I
gonna...
need.
I went for the dodge action because I was like, it's gonna try and hit me. He's gonna try and hit me. And I don't know how meaty he is, so that might hurt. But I have a new ability where if he tries to hit me and misses, he's gonna slap Dove's ass.
You drunk bitch.
I'm a drunk motherfucker. If anything, feeding me that wine was the worst mistake they could have made. They only fueled my power.
Can everybody meet on the 20th?
Yeah, that should be fine.
I have to look at the thing, but I'll tell you closer to.
And that is where we're gonna end tonight. I'm gonna stop broadcast.